It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio host, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks,
I want to pet a deer.
Go to a petting zoo, you dummy.
I want to pet a deer with brass knuckles. Clock him with brass knuckles.
Opie and Anthony.
This weekend, I went to a lesbian bar.
Are they making out and stuff?
Yeah, there was some making out.
What did it smell like when one of them burped?
An old tackle box.
This is where entertainment is going. Larry King gets confused when Fran Drescher starts speaking Spanish.
The power of Christ compels you. She's speaking in tongues, ladies and gentlemen.
It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning to the little people of America.
Little people.
Hello, little person. How are you today?
They used to be called midgets.
What do you mean used to?
Midget.
They're still called midgets in my world.
Believe me, to everybody, they're still called midgets.
Either that or you just like nod your head to the left and go, ugh.
Hello, little person. How are you today? Isn't that kind of demeaning?
That kind of sucks, actually, because probably the alarm went off. We're on there. And for that split second, they woke up and forgot that they were a midget. And it's like instantly reminded, oh, that's right, I'm a freak of nature.
Yeah, we wrecked their dream. They were probably playing in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. Or at least just being able to walk down the street with dignity.
Yeah. Spiking the ball over a volleyball net.
You don't need,
and we have to spoil their dream by calling them a little person.
Little person.
Hello, little person. How are you today?
He wakes up smiling and they're like, what'd you dream, that you were a superhero? No, I just dreamt that I was getting my own cereal.
Yeah.
For the first
great.
one.
I didn't need my little stepping stool to have breakfast.
Words hurt. This is what's so stupid, though. Like, people called them midgets for many, many years. That's a bad thing to do, so now they want to be called little people.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the thing.
The thing.
And then, I don't know, 5 or 6 years are going to go by, and they're going to go, hey, we don't want to be called little people anymore.
Demeaning.
That's demeaning.
It's like, because that to me is like you're like people, but you're little.
Right.
You're almost like a real person.
Yeah.
If you weren't little.
Just say it. Hello, little person. How is that better than
Could you
midget?
walk up to a midget and say, hi, little person? they'd be all, hey, what are you talking about? Don't call me a little person.
And then they would throw jabs upwards toward your crotch.
Oh, right. They are dangerous as far as those punches are concerned.
Oh, boy, are
it's
they.
all just right in the critical area.
They can hit you right in the taint, no problem. So we wake up the little people of America
with those
today.
Vienna sausage fingers all curled up into a fist, but they can't even make a fist. It's just bent a little bit. And their muffin-like palm of the hand, their little muffin hand.
It's like a little baby hand, isn't it?
It's just like a freaky little wrinkled baby hand.
I think a midget would be mad if you just grabbed his hand and went, oh.
Ew.
That's adorable. I don't even know why I'm making fun, because that little people, big world, it brings a tear to my eye every once in a while.
Yeah. Tears of laughter. Just laughing at him, going, thank God that's not me.
We got to get Matt Roloff on the show. I'm telling you, you'll fall for the guy.
Will I?
Yeah, the guy's cool as hell.
All over him.
Guy's cool as hell, man.
Midgets are dangerous. They're like when a kid leaves his skateboard around. If you're not looking, you step on him, trip on him.
Yeah, don't get underfoot. You're underfoot like a dog. Heel.
Well, this
heel
is
midget.
This is a story that has us a laughing today. A midget, what, scaring a McDonald's worker?
Apparently so.
Oh, listen to this.
Ethan Wade is a customer of McDonald's who also happens to be a little person.
Tonight he's speaking out and calling for change after the way he says a McDonald's employee reacted to his dwarfism.
On March 9th, Ethan Wade went through the McDonald's drive-thru on Howell Road in Greenville County.
Got a fish fillet and a double cheeseburger.
He went through the drive-thru?
Yeah, one of those little Jeeps that they put out for kids. That'd be great. Or one of those stupid little kiddie bubble cars. You ever see those things they pedal around in?
And he had a double burger. He had a family of 6 to feed.
He went through a drive. The
drive-thru.
The employee must have thought it was a car with a ghost driver.
Hey, down here. Hey.
County.
Got a fish fillet and a double cheeseburger, and I pulled through the drive-thru and checked my order, and it was incorrect. So I walked back inside the store to get my order corrected.
Wade says what made things worse was the way an employee reacted to his appearance.
And when she turned around and spotted me, she threw her hands up in the air, started yelling, oh my gosh, and ran to the back of the restaurant, continuing to yell as she was in the back of the restaurant.
He says another employee was so startled by the response, he thought Wade was there to rob the restaurant.
What?
Kids kind of react like that, understandable. But grown adults to act like that, that's just not acceptable.
Wade says a supervisor said the employee had a phobia of little people and compared it to being scared of snakes and spiders.
They're in the same category as scary little reptiles and bugs.
Yes.
Snakes and spiders. Oh, is that fantastic?
Wasn't that a great story to start the Opie and Anthony show?
So good morning to you little people, midgets, dwarfs, whatever you're called.
We should do phobias today. Actually, that is a real phobia because my brother, I'm serious, the fine owner of F.H. Riley's there in Huntington Village, 400, New York Avenue.
Of course.
He is scared of midgets.
Yeah, some people are scared of midgets. Some have a clown phobias, things like that. It's a little freakish, but a midget phobia, I guess you could get away with that if the person tries to maybe sue you.
Yeah.
Some kind of...
You have a phobia, you know.
What do I have a phobia of?
Your phobia is you don't like telling people what you did on your vacation!
Well...
You think I forgot?
Nah. I think I was very in-depth and detailed about what I did on my vacation yesterday. I bought electronic equipment, and I sang karaoke at a bar, and I had a good time. It was nice to relax, wake up a little late. Sort of taking its toll now because it's kind of hard to get up early. But, yeah, that's,
we're just getting back into the swing of things.
That was my vacation.
There's more to it. It'll come out.
Is there?
Yes, there is. Also, really fast, I don't even know do we need a disclaimer before we play this next piece?
No, it's all over. It's all over the place, right?
Well, I don't think anyone has played it on radio yet.
Well, no.
I don't want to be sued by the Obama kid.
Oh, Obama's not going to sue.
The Philly crew brought it to my attention last night that there's this video on YouTube of this guy. What's his name? Larry Sinclair? Oh, Larry Sinclair is going to be a YouTube sensation.
The big star.
I mean, it's starting to grow, but by the end of today or tomorrow, this could be the next Chocolate Rain. I'm telling you right now.
It's going to be a biggie.
Larry Sinclair, and there's already other people trying to imitate Larry Sinclair.
Yeah, anytime there's a YouTube sensation, people then do the exact same thing.
Right.
Trying to act out the sensation.
And it never really works, by the way.
No, never as good.
So this Larry Sinclair guy decided to make a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And he's alleging all sorts of things between himself and Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
And it's clear to me that the guy is out of his mind.
He's a little kooky. He is a little kooky.
Larry Sinclair, I guess he's a limo driver. He's claiming he had sex with Obama.
Yeah.
He's claiming he did drugs with Obama.
Sure. Hung out and drank with him.
Yeah, Jimmy, listen to this this guy.
Oh, you'll love this gentleman.
Hi, my name is Larry Sinclair. I'm making this video and posting it on YouTube because of an incident involving myself and Senator Barack Obama. between November 3rd and November 8th of 1999 in the Chicago, Illinois area. The mainstream media and Obama himself has done greatly to prevent this story from becoming public. During those time periods in 1999, I met Obama at an upscale lounge in Chicago, Illinois. After having a few drinks, Obama and I left in my limo,
Sexy.
began to drink. Mr. Obama acquired powder cocaine for my use, crack cocaine for his use.
Know what I love about
What a
this?
guy.
He's trying to be so, like, just official. Like, he's talking to the FBI or something.
Acquired powdered cocaine for my use and crack cocaine for his.
Yeah, and he's just sitting there like a dope.
Maybe he's confused. Maybe it wasn't Obama. Maybe it was Patterson here. The governor of New York.
Could be.
Stupid Patterson finally said in the paper today, all right, I'll shut up and start governing.
Oh, did he say that?
They were like, all right, thank you, sir.
Maybe he shouldn't have said that.
Mr. Obama acquired powder cocaine for my use, crack cocaine for his use. I performed sex on Senator Obama, who at the time was a state representative for the state of Illinois. Mr. Obama knows these allegations to be true. I'm challenging Mr. Obama to come forth, be honest, stop claiming that his drug use is limited to his teenage years. 1999, you weren't a teenager. 1999, you were a state representative for the people of the state of Illinois. 1999, I performed sex on you in the back of my limo, as well as in my hotel room in Gurnee, Illinois, 2 days later.
Gurnee.
If you challenge the authenticity of this allegation, I challenge you to take a polygraph test, as I will submit to as well. These allegations are true and need to be told to the public. Let the public decide whether Mr. Obama is being forthright and honest. Thank you.
Well, I'll say this. This guy knows how to show his appreciation for powdered cocaine being bought for him. This guy sounds like a good egg.
He really knows how to barter.
This guy is a treat for everyone.
He brings a limo and a willing mouth. I like this guy.
How great is that, though? Gotta love YouTube. You could just go on there and just, like, come up with all sorts of claims.
Yeah, that's just it, you know.
See, in the old days, you had to, like, mail that into somebody and hope maybe...
you had to print it.
Hope maybe the local news picks up on your little story. But now you just throw it up there for everyone to see.
Yeah, that's the day and age we live in.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want. Apparently, I think the guy is probably just... a
kook.
A kook. Perhaps doesn't want Obama to be elected. So he's saying these things. But I wasn't there. I wasn't there in Gurnee, Illinois.
In Gurnee, Illinois. In my
I got
hotel
powdered
room.
cocaine. He got crack cocaine for himself.
Why wouldn't he just get one? Why would he have to get varieties of coke?
Well, he likes the crack.
So why wouldn't he just say, look, why don't you just smoke the crack with me?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Well,
Who are
he
you
might
trying
have
to
said,
kid
no,
here?
it's got to be powder. You don't get any of this.
Or you don't get this sweet mouth of mine.
How great would it be if Obama responded and he came out and he goes, if I remember correctly, it was you who did the crack and I who did the powdered cocaine.
Yeah, get it straight.
And
it was me who performed bleep sex on you.
Right.
Bleep
Remember,
sex.
you were driving the limo. What did the limo drive itself? You just added it logically.
So these allegations are indeed false.
Our phone number, 877-212-ONA, and we'll link that video later today on onaradio.com. But that was making me laugh pretty hard last night.
Yeah, it's a good one.
This treat. Yes, Jimmy.
Even if it's true, I still like him better than I like Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
I still like him, but how embarrassing is it that this dummy is getting caught in this lie?
Hillary is just a big liar. She seems to lie a lot. Did you see in the newspaper today? There's a couple of her instances of her just BSing.
Yeah.
And it's dumb lies. They're not even lies like that politicians should be telling. They're just dumb, stupid, I want attention lies.
Mm-hmm. What are the new ones today?
She said, at one point, she said she was named after Sir Edmund Hillary, who scaled Mount Everest.
That's pretty impressive. That's pretty cool.
It would be very cool.
I'm named after my mom's best friend's husband.
Well,
yuck. I'd rather be named after someone cool.
Sir Edmund Hillary, the man who scaled Mount Everest in 1953, which would be 6 years after she was born.
And she said that.
She said that she was. It's such a dumb little thing, but it really shows your personality and, what you're about. She just seems to be a lying sack of crap.
She also lied about her daughter being near the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
9/11, right?
9/11, she said that daughter Chelsea was jogging around the World Trade Center when the planes hit.
Where was she in reality?
But when Chelsea herself recounted the tale, she said she watched the planes hit on TV more than 2 miles away. She was 2 miles away.
Well,
on Manhattan, that's pretty far away.
Yeah.
Those are the people that sometimes go, I was right there.
If I would have walked 2 miles west,
yeah,
I would have been right in the thick of things.
And
I actually did that. I actually said that I flew into Manhattan the day before 9/11, which is kind of true. So I try to connect myself to
how
the
many
story.
people flew into Manhattan the day before 9/11?
I go, dude, man, my flight got in on September 10th.
Yeah.
It was that damn close.
One more day.
It's amazing how
one more day, a different airline. I mean, you really
different destination leaving instead of coming. Stupid Colin Quinn had the funniest joke about it. Literally, the week after it happened, Colin's so good. He was like, people are trying to connect themselves to it. They're like, oh, thank God I didn't take the 2 train that day. Do you normally take the 2 train? Oh, no, I've never taken the 2 train in my life.
Thank God.
Right.
Dude, something told me not to go down there. Yeah, stupid. The news told you.
It's human nature to try to attach yourself to these dumb stories. Any other lies there before we get to the big one?
Well, she claimed that she'd always been a vigorous opponent of NAFTA until newly released White House records prove she played a key role in lobbying lawmakers to pass the trade bill. But, she says she was against it. A native of Illinois, she spent her entire adult years in the South. Hillary was a Chicago Cubs fan, but in '99 she neared run for U.S. Senate in New York. She announced on TV she was, in fact, she'd always been a Yankee fan.
Yeah, that whole thing. Bought into.
Just these little stories about little things, but she's got to punch up her life. She's got to punch it up.
She's trying to get every single person to like her, which is impossible in politics. You got to make a stand and just go with it. That's the one thing I did like about Giuliani. The guy would make a stand. This is what I believe in. I know I'm going to piss off these guys and this group, but I respected that about him. And the old school politicians seem to be the same way too. This is what I believe in. Bam, 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 bam. And I don't believe in this, and this, and that's it.
Old Ronnie Reagan was pretty much the last president that didn't give a crap what anybody thought.
These new politicians, though, they want to cater to every single group out there. It's impossible.
They have all the polls that come out, and then they try to react to the polls, and they're constantly doing the polling.
Right. Hey, you're talking about lies,
shysters.
and we didn't get to this earlier, so let's, earlier meeting yesterday, because we had a very busy show, the first show back, Hillary Clinton lying about Bosnia. It's worth listening to again here.
It was supposed to be an example of Hillary Clinton's battle-tested experience.
I remember landing under sniper fire.
In the speech last week, Senator Clinton was referring to her visit to Tuzla, Bosnia in 1996 as First Lady. The brutal war was over, but hostilities continued. And though the trip was exactly 12 years ago tomorrow, the memories seemed etched in Clinton's mind.
I remember landing under sniper fire.
I thought this was a recent trip she took. I didn't realize that was a 12-year-old trip.
12 years
I'm like,
ago.
why would she lie about something she just went and did?
Yeah.
Oh, this is even more annoying.
Yeah, I know. She's built it up in her head.
That answer is... false.
Oh, Hillary.
There was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport, but instead we just ran with our heads down to get into the vehicle to get to our base.
Problem is, that's not what happened. And we should know, CBS News accompanied the First Lady and daughter Chelsea on that Bosnia trip. That's Senator Clinton talking to me on the military flight into Tuzla. And these are the pictures we recorded of the greeting ceremony when the plane landed. Compare that to Senator Clinton's account.
I remember landing under sniper fire. There was no greeting ceremony, and we basically were told to run to our cars. Now, that is what happened.
Now, that is what happened. There was a greeting ceremony. There's pictures being taken on the runway of her with little girls on the runway.
Yeah.
There was no running. There was no sniper fire. The pilot of the plane himself came out yesterday and said, no, didn't happen. We landed. Everything was hunky-dory.
She talks to the media like someone would after a cocktail at a party. Like, she just makes up what she wants.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And they're all yelling, Hillary, Doc, it's going to be crazy.
Doc, run for your vehicles. We got to get to the base. Meanwhile, thinking they can't check on this. They don't have film of it.
What do you think? This is 1878?
She's amazing. Shoot the hostage.
It continues.
Lingy-lingy.
Thank you. There was no sniper fire either when Senator Clinton visited 2 Army outposts where she posed for photos, and no sniper fire back at the base, where she sang at a USO show starring Sinbad and Sheryl Crow. Referring to the CBS News video, Clinton aides today acknowledged her arrival in Bosnia was not quite as dramatic as Clinton put it.
She meant that there was fire in the hillside around the area when we landed, which was the case.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
She meant, and then someone has to come out and tell us what she meant. That somewhere in the world a gun was being fired. That's pretty much it.
In Compton.
That's what she was saying.
In Compton, of all places. Well, yes, Jimmy.
No. The scary part was the way she's telling the story, and the frightening part, I don't know if you have the first part again, is where she tells it and she laughs while she's telling.
Yeah.
That is she's a liar, because that's like, and then the guy said,
yeah, that's a nervous little titter that comes out when you're lying about something.
It was supposed to be an example of Hillary Clinton's battle-tested experience.
I remember landing under sniper fire.
In the speech last week, Senator Clinton was referring to her visit to Tuzla, Bosnia in 1996 as First Lady. The brutal war was over, but hostilities continued. And though the trip was exactly 12 years ago tomorrow, the memories seemed etched in Clinton's mind.
Was that the last clip?
I think the next one is
no, when she does the full
It was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport, but instead we just ran with our heads down to get into the vehicles to get to our base.
Problem is, that's not what happened. And we should know, CBS News accompanied the First Lady and daughter Chelsea on that Bosnia trip. That's Senator Clinton talking to me on the military flight.
All right, well, you get the
Goddamn rich
boss. Whoa, hey, oh.
Goddamn rich
boss. Whoa, hey.
That is amazing how she lied.
Yeah. You know, well, I got it. I got it.
Oh, my God. You stink.
Liar. Pants are fat.
Before we take our first break, we beat her up pretty good. We got to bring her back up now. We have to.
Oh,
That's what we do with this show now.
Righty.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2008, Wisconsin.
Thought I forgot.
Texas and on to Penn State. She's gonna do it. Give her just a chance, she'll make it. Any glass ceiling, she'll break it. She's gonna be your president.
She's a lying C-word.
Nothing's gonna turn her back now. Straight ahead and on the track now. With plans to make our dreams come true. Hillary Clinton, there's nothing she can do. Never heard the word impossible this time. There's no time for chance. She's gonna do it. On your mark, get set and vote now.
Vote now.
Got a dream and God know how. Here's plans to make our dreams come true. Working for us all day.
Hello, exactly.
All day. Make all our dreams come true. Working for us all day. Yes, all day. Make all our dreams come true. For me and
joking?
Okay, terrific. Okay, terrific. There you go. All right, we're heading toward our first break here. Let's do that. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Phones are ringing. If you want to get through, 877-212-ONA. Hey, good morning to everybody. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Hi. A few of the listeners are bitching that the Homer clip was so loud that they didn't really hear the midget McDonald's story.
Well, that happens occasionally. I do notice sometimes the audio's a little loud over the clip. Sometimes.
We could try it again. It's a quick story.
Might as well.
All right. Just in case you missed it. This story is making us laugh pretty hard today.
Ethan Wade is a customer of McDonald's who also happens to be a little person.
Tonight he's speaking out and calling for change after the way he says a McDonald's employee reacted to his dwarfism.
On March 9th, Ethan Wade went through the McDonald's drive-thru on Howell Road in Greenville County.
Got a fish fillet and a double cheeseburger, and I pulled through the drive-thru and checked my order, and it was incorrect. So I walked back inside the store to get my order corrected.
Wade says what made things worse was the way an employee reacted to his appearance.
And when she turned around and spotted me, she threw her hands up in the air, started yelling, oh my gosh, and ran to the back of the restaurant, continuing to yell as she was in the back of the restaurant.
He says another employee was so startled by the response, he thought Wade was there to rob the restaurant.
I've seen kids kind of react like that, understandable, but grown adults to act like that, that's just not acceptable.
Wade says a supervisor said the employee had a phobia of little people and compared it to being scared of snakes and spiders.
and midgets.
Right.
That's funny. He's like, he's already accepted the fact that kids are going to joke and make fun of him.
Yeah.
But adults, keep that behind closed doors where it belongs.
The adults laugh the hardest.
Yes.
Maybe not right to your face, but they're certainly laughing.
She was a little petrified.
We got someone on instant feedback. They don't have their name. If you instant feedback us from a cell phone, just to get a little credit, you got to throw your name in there. This guy writes, or this gal writes, wow, Hillary Clinton is the new Commander McBragg.
Yep.
Quite.
She's a liar. There I was, landing in Bosnia. All of a sudden, we came under sniper fire.
My goodness, what did you do, Hillary?
She is just full of crap. And she had Obama on the ropes for a little while with that pastor thing. That pastor, what a cut-up he was.
Reverend Wright, fire and brimstone, very critical of America, black preacher.
Yeah.
And, look, Obama probably believes a lot more of what that reverend said than he'll admit. But whatever. To me, this is worse.
That is true, I think. I think what you're saying is true. He probably does believe that. If he was sitting in a church and this pastor is going off on America and criticizing 9/11 as they being America's fault, things like that, you'd think he would get up and walk out.
Yeah.
But he sat in there. You see some of his charitable contributions, too? He's not very charitable. He's really busting apart his stereotypes. Wow. He gave something like 1% of his income to a charity.
Wait, you care about charities all of a sudden?
I'm very charitable.
Are you?
I'm generous. I'm a pretty charitable guy, but I keep it all on the QT. I don't usually contribute to organizations because I don't know where that money's going.
Anthony has a little, little soft spot in his heart when he reads something in a newspaper.
Yeah, if something pops up, then I might.
Something pops up in a newspaper.
Involved.
Next thing you know, you're writing a check.
I write a check.
Trying to find
a softy.
these people.
I'm a softy.
Hey, you should let the people know that you do that.
That's just a little,
Can you name one of the things you've done? Maybe the old one with the wheelchair.
Oh, the little friggin' puddin'-head girl. She got her wheelchair stolen. And, I felt bad.
And then the story made the paper, and Anthony may have helped get the the little thing, another wheelchair.
I felt bad for her.
Sure you did. You're very charitable. The little puddin'-head girl.
Well, she was...
You're getting me weepy.
Little puddin'-head girl.
How do you just ruin a charitable contribution in one clawing swipe?
That's true. Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on.
There was one more Barack thing with the preacher, the guy. Oh, this is the problem with the guy. It's not that the 9/11 stuff. Look, that's all just idiotic policy stuff. But then he starts thinking like the government created AIDS
Yes.
to attack people of color.
Yeah, I know. Don't. It's true, but don't say it.
Yeah, a lot of people believe that, though.
We
created AIDS to get rid of the blacks, and we created the crack cocaine to get rid of the blacks. Get rid of the housing
liquor
projects.
stores are in black neighborhoods and they're put there by white people.
Yeah, all that.
Force them to buy the liquor.
I was talking
with Jedi mind tricks.
I was talking to Roy Ennis the other night.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. Roy and I will sometimes chat policy.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
At the Comedy Cellar.
At the Cellar? Roy Ennis was down there.
All the time he actually comes. Yeah. Well, not all the time, but he was very close with Manny. And they would just argue. It was great.
I bet.
They're both conservatives and they would just argue. But he was saying about, like, where's the, because he doesn't believe in Reverend Wright. He goes, if they created AIDS, where's the federal subpoenas and all the indictments, and where's the subpoena for all the records to open up,
Well, no one does that because it's not true. It's made up.
But what was happening there is, was name dropping. And
I saw that, yes.
It was very terrific.
Look at you having political little conversations at the Comedy Cellar.
Men of similar ilk will sit and chit-chat.
Really? Similar ilk?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cut from the same cloth, as it were.
The cloth was dirty when they got to him, though.
Yours was bleached.
Right. Cloth started out white.
Right.
Hey, this is another thing we should have played yesterday, but we were way too busy.
Yeah.
Way too busy. We're just trying to catch up here. Listen, this was the story of the day yesterday that we just couldn't play because we had so many guests coming by to say hi. Listen to this one.
Clackamas County Sheriff's deputies are on the trail of another one of Fox 12's most wanted. He's a man caught on camera in a bizarre sexual assault at the Clackamas Target store. Now, we want to warn you that some of the details in this story are disturbing and graphic and not appropriate for everyone.
It is a...
Shut up.
Exactly. Shut up.
That makes, if I'm in another room and I hear that disclaimer, I'm running in.
Of course.
To see what the story is about. They should put that in front of every story and you'd listen intently.
Right. And when you hear the story, you have to say to yourself, wow, this is really hot. But you would also have to say, why is the news showing this?
Yeah.
What purpose is the news?
To titillate you.
Exactly, but they don't want to tell you that.
They don't want to say that, so they make it seem like this is
doing
terrible.
a public service?
Look, let me help you parents out. This is good. This is pretty graphic. It's a little sexy.
Right.
That's what they mean.
All right, listen to this one.
Fake and not appropriate for everyone.
It is a very unusual crime. Deputies say that a woman was shopping in this Target here in Clackamas on Saturday when what happened next shocked her. Take a look at the man the deputies are looking for. He was caught on camera in the store Saturday touching himself and then ejaculating onto the woman. You can see he's...
Holy Jesus Palomino. Are you kidding me?
What? Wait a minute. What? How did this happen? Where was it? Was he in a light fixture above her?
Are you kidding me?
Are you me?
How?
What?
There's video of it? Is it on YouTube?
Well, you don't think everyone is going to YouTube right now to try to find the video?
What the hell's that video? That's wow. That's you know what that is? That's timing.
Yeah.
Because she's not just going to stand there.
Right. Maybe he's hopping along as he
You think he's like following her or something? And
why? What is the purpose of airing this news story?
Yeah.
I mean, I have no problem with it. I want to hear about this stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to try to make me believe that this is serving a purpose.
That it, yeah.
This should come with
news.
This should come with a laugh track.
Yeah. You can just say, a woman was sexually assaulted.
Right.
In a Target.
Right.
And leave it at that. But they had to go into the graphic details.
Next, shocked her. Take a look at the man the deputies are looking for. He was caught on camera in the store Saturday touching himself and then ejaculating onto the woman. You can see he's carrying a cell phone and what looks like a wallet. The victim spoke with us today but didn't want to appear on camera. She says she was looking at shaving razors when she knew someone was close by and then felt something hit the back of her pants. She quickly realized that.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? You're just trying to shop. You're just trying to shop.
Do you not notice the irony of this all happening in Target?
Oh,
well, they show you the bullseye right on the front of the store.
Oh, this guy rules.
Oh, my God, is that funny? Oh, show your face.
She's shopping. She's just like, what should I get? What razor should I? This one's got 3 blades. This probably closer shave with that.
Why wouldn't they show her face, by the way? Why wouldn't? Who cares if she wants to? They don't ever ask people if they want to be on.
No, when they shove a camera in your face and, yeah. Wow.
We show the back of our pants.
Don't just stare at it, eat it. You like Huey Lewis in the news?
And, of course, the perpetrator had this to say.
Yeah. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Well, it was Steve C.
Yeah.
Hello.
Wow. Anyway, there's more to the story here. Let's see.
Of her pants. She quickly realized the man had been masturbating in the middle of the store and had ejaculated onto her. She tells us the worst part of the ordeal, which she calls disgusting, is that her 3-year-old daughter was there at the time, but she's thankful the girl didn't seem to really see or know what happened. The woman says she's shaken up and doesn't want to go shopping by herself anytime soon, but she does want this man to be taken off the streets. Sheriff deputies say they're seriously concerned about what they determine is a very repulsive act, and they're testing right now to see if the suspect has any sexually transmitted diseases.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm embarrassed that I did that.
That would be a super disease, going through all those clothes.
Well, yeah. Sure, they just want to see if he's, if he does anything else, then.
Yeah.
I made an ass of myself.
Damn! You just been pwned.
Oh, are you?
Well, now I understand it's unpleasant, but lady, get a hold of yourself. I don't want to go. I'm afraid to go shopping by myself.
Yeah, how often does it happen?
You're the only person in the country this has ever happened to.
Yeah.
Stop. What are the odds? If it happened to you once, you got it out. It's like a plane crash. You don't have to worry for the rest of your life.
Yeah. You get that one out of the way, right, Jimmy? It's not going to happen again.
Man.
Unbelievable.
That is
Good, right?
Yeah, good story.
Pitted, so pitted. Yeah, pitted, so pitted. Let's say hi to Keith in Jersey. Keith, this is the Opie and Anthony Show. How are you, sir?
Good. How you guys doing?
All right.
I'm a big fan of the show, and I just so happened to hear you guys this morning talking about the news article about the woman who had some unpleasance on her in the store.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you knowing how to do radio.
Good
Love
man.
this guy.
Good man.
Well, there's just so happens to be a couple of different websites that you can get to where in Japanese culture they do this on a constant basis and put it on the web as comedy.
Really?
Oh my God! I need this website immediately.
Is that really something that's?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Part of the culture.
There's more than one guy calling saying they do
Yeah.
this a lot in Japan.
Yeah, it's big time in Japan. They actually have something also called sharking.
Sharking.
They run up behind women and rip their tops off and just run away.
Danny ran in because he knew exactly what you were talking about. You beat him to it.
You know what sharking
You know what
was?
this sharking's all about?
I've seen a bunch of these videos. I mean, the majority of them look fake.
Of course.
Okay.
But, you know.
It's fake.
That's what it is called, and there are plenty of videos. If anybody wants to even bother to look for it, it's
Talking about working for a living. I'm talking about sharking. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you guys would get kicked out of that one.
All right, thank you, sir.
No problem. Good day.
All right, let's say hi to Chris in Long Branch. Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? That guy just said everything I was going to say on the radio.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure you had more to add.
But I got a couple sites for you if you want to put me on hold, and then you can check them out.
Yeah, definitely. Hold on.
All right, cool.
Let's say hi to Adam in New York. Adam.
Hey, I just called to let you know my wife worked in one of those center booths in the mall, and there was a kid sitting on one of the benches right across from her, and he was jerking under the coat.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, you gotta.
Whoa.
You gotta kind of, you know. So the guy was sitting across from. She works in one of those kiosks in the middle of the mall, and he was sitting on a bench, and he was taking care of business on the bench by himself.
And now
he'll listen to the radio and get a little education.
Thank you, sir. All right. Let's go to Steve on Long Island. Steve.
Hi.
Hey, Opie Anthony.
What's up, Steve?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
My buddy, he lives out in the Hamptons. He's got out in Quag, I should say. He's got a housemaid that used to come to his house, and he'd watch her through the bedroom crack of the bedroom door.
Yeah.
And one day she was bending over, cleaning the toilet, and he runs to the bathroom, and he relieves herself on her as she's cleaning the toilet and runs away. And the woman couldn't speak a lick of English, and the parents couldn't figure why she wouldn't come back to the house.
Maybe we can't take any more phone calls on this subject
probably.
because we'll try one more, but I don't know. This looks fake.
I don't know because he has.
What the hell is wrong with these people?
Explain what you're seeing.
Well, we're watching. I guess these are videos taken in Japan of guys that are running up behind women wearing little skirts and pulling the skirts up so their underwear showing, and then they just rip the skirts right off of them. But it does look a little fake, and some of them do.
No, I believe these because what's happening is the women are struggling. The guys are lifting the skirts real quick, just showing like the ass. They all have panties on, and the women are freaking out, and the guys' faces are blocked out. It's like
they're just into some weird crap over there, man. What are they doing in Japan?
They just ripped her little skirt off.
God, they love shame. They love shame over there.
What is the whole I don't get it.
Asian porn has a lot of shame in it. A lot of crying. I noticed that a lot of the videos, like the culmination of the video is the girl like weeping somehow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, we're watching just video after video. It's like a montage of girls getting their skirts just completely ripped off of them.
That just makes me feel bad
Showing
for
the
girls.
panties.
Yeah,
Look at this lady. She's like, "What are you doing?" Because then they just run away.
They're really violent with it.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes the skirt doesn't come right off, so they kind of drag them onto the ground. And
you think it's real?
Some of it is probably some
I think
some of it's real.
Steve, real or fake? What do you think? 100% real.
That means
real.
It's fake. All right, great.
Jeez, that woman was left with pretty much nothing on.
Some you could see are fake, and some are real. Wow.
All right,
that was real. The guy just ran up.
He's lifting the skirt up and pulling the panties down to expose her buttocks.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Let's go to Michael in Minnesota.
Awful.
What's wrong with the
They are
people?
twisted
the
in
weirdest
Japan.
stuff they like.
Let's say hi to Michael. What's up, Michael?
Did they say at the end of that story, police determined this was a repulsive crime? Like, did they get together and talk about it? Oh, this was kind of funny. No, you know what? Maybe it's still repulsive.
Yeah,
I think this was repulsive. Well, let's take a consensus here. Let's get a consensus. Hands raised. Repulsive. Repulsive.
Captain, what do you think?
Well, we've determined that it's repulsive.
Thank you, sir. Let's say hi to Dan in Jersey. Dan, what's up?
Hey, was this unlucky lottery or sucks to be you?
I guess it sucks to be you.
Yeah, this is an old bit we've been doing for years, and it's called Sucks to Be You or Unlucky Lottery, which are kind of similar.
Similar, but I consider Unlucky Lottery something that is so beyond reason to happen. The odds of it are just millions to one.
Like the Ray from yesterday.
Which one was that?
Were you here yesterday?
Oh, right, the ray. I'm thinking ray like a death ray.
No, the lady
fish,
that was in a boat.
The sea monster.
The sea monster decides to jump out of the water.
Yeah.
and smacks the lady in the face, killing her.
In the face, killing her. That's unlucky lottery.
Because the odds of that are just completely ridiculous.
Millions to one. It's usually a big boulder is on a mountainside. It's been there overlooking the mountains since dinosaurs were walking around. And when your car is driving by it, it decides at that moment to let loose and roll into your car.
Which happened,
and
by
crush
the way.
you. Yeah, that happened.
That was a real story back in the day. I think that's what started this whole thing.
Yeah, that's unlucky lottery. Sucks to be you is something that isn't that rare. It's rare enough, but it's not rare enough to be unlucky lottery. It's not millions to one, but it just sucks to be you.
You could see it happening again. Like you can't see a Ray jumping out of the water and killing another lady anytime soon.
In the face, right. Just
anytime soon.
60 pounds of fish meat in the face.
But you could certainly see another guy doing what he did to this lady at Target.
Right.
It's not out of the completely out of the ordinary. All right, we got to take another break
unlucky
here.
lottery. God must have his hand in it somehow. That seems to be one of the definitions. The good Lord must have his hand in it and hate you, by the way. That's
Right.
usually.
The Lord hates your ancestors, and he's making you pay.
God hates you.
Yeah. Let's go to Brady in Queens. Brady.
Yo, it's Grady, but
Grady, what's up?
Grady.
Married man, are you?
But yeah, gentlemen, this is definitely a hard decision. Lots of fish meat in the face, or some on the pants. I don't know which one is worse here.
Well, the fish in the face woman is dead.
Yeah.
So that's probably worse.
Yeah, I would.
Although Steve from Bayshore said old custard pants ought to just shut her mouth.
Yeah, I would. I would deal with what happened in Target. You'd have to choose that one over the two.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't be too happy about it, but at least you're still living.
So you'd take that over the fish in the face?
Yes, I want to live.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
I want to live.
Oh, jeez. How's the beard?
In either case, guys, it still smells like sex.
Okay. I get his fish reference.
I could do that for you. You did yourself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm outie, Hope.
All right, outie. Thank you, sir. Hey. I want to say hi to all the brother mans out there.
Oh.
All right. Phone number 877-212-08. Yes, Jimmy.
Just to plug 8 o'clock, we have Nick DiPaolo is here. We also have, Floyd Mayweather is coming in today.
Ooh. Yeah, he's part of that WrestleMania thing.
Yeah, plug in WrestleMania.
You know, after the break, maybe we should play a couple very short clips of Vince McMahon on Larry King, because Larry's just terrific. He's a terrific broadcaster.
Oh, he's the best.
He's worth every penny he's getting.
What happened to him?
I don't know. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony on your radio dial.
Radio dial.
Hey, Jimmy, where are you going to be this weekend? Trying to make this sound natural for you.
Doing Seattle tomorrow night. I fly out today. I forget the name of the theater, but I'm going to go to my MySpace page, MySpace Jim Norton. And then Saturday night, I'm in Portland, Oregon for the first time ever.
Very cool. Say hi to BJ Shea while you're out there in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, I'm doing his show tomorrow.
In other news, the Egg McMuffin inventor.
Yes.
Is dead.
You're kidding.
At the age of 89.
How did this happen?
Probably high cholesterol.
Could be. Those things
No,
are...
actually, 89, that's more like natural causes at that point, I'm thinking.
Ah, right.
They're going to be stuffing him in a McHuffin.
Little styrofoam thing.
And Robin Williams getting a divorce. I don't know. Like, whatever.
From the nanny, though. That was the big story when it happened years ago. He had some nanny that was taking care of his kids with his first wife, and he ran off with her. Just decided, I like this nanny chick.
Yeah.
And, dumped the wife. And now 19 years later, they've been married 19 years, they have kids together, and now he's dumping the nanny. Any reason?
I don't know.
Yeah, she got old.
She finally realized she didn't understand any of his jokes, and they weren't funny. He just kept holding up things. Look, a corkscrew. Look, I can make a little dancing ballerina out of a cork. Can you? Can you, Robin? It's hysterical.
Where's the humor?
Everyone's laughing because they feel they're supposed to laugh at Robin Williams.
And other people just, stay quiet, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, because
I think, I'm telling you, man, me and Colin one time, a long time, he was at the cellar one night, and we went down there just to, as they say, play our head, because we were just being dicks. And we stood there and just watched him, and it was all topical. It was just great. I mean,
was it?
Yeah, man, it really was. I mean,
you know something? Maybe if I actually saw his stand-up, but I'd never see it. I just see him on shows
like
trying to be over the top, and I see the audience laughing hysterically at what amounts to really nothing. He's just really not saying anything.
Well, why don't we get a little taste of Robin Williams?
A desk.
Little taste there, E-Rock. Find something we can play later on in the show, and we'll decide.
Yes. You decide.
I like the
We're
serious.
in the no spin zone.
I like the serious Robin Williams. I like when he, grows
He's a
out
good
the beard
actor.
and does
I'll
the
give him
serious
that.
roles. I like that Robin Williams.
He's a good actor.
Hey, we got another giant story.
Well, one of big people.
Big people. We had
They call them big people.
We had a little person story earlier. Now we got a big person story. And if you're a faithful listener of this show, we can't get enough of these giants. They hit the news every once in a while.
Stupid pituitary gland.
What sucks, though, you have to go to other countries because in this country, you pretty much can't be 8 foot tall anymore.
No.
There's one or two floating around, but
older ones, but they check for all that stuff now.
They figured it out. It has something to do with the pituitary gland.
Pituitary gland.
And they could shut down the juice that is shooting out to make you just a giant.
Yeah, they give them some kind of drugs.
But in other countries where, the healthcare isn't as good, you
Where
still
they're
get
stupid.
the freaks. You still get the freaks, which I love.
Where they're poor and stupid. Where's this one? From Ukraine? Very nice.
Yeah, somewhere over there. Listen to this guy. Listen closely.
The world's tallest man lives in one of Ukraine's impoverished villages. At 8 feet 5 inches tall, Leonid Stadnik is starting to pick up a few perks, though.
Great success. Just anytime I think of one of these impoverished former Soviet countries, just think of Borat.
Of course.
Great success. The Jew.
Leonid Stadnik is starting to pick up a few perks, though. The largest bike in the world, a special engineered exercise machine, and clothes from all over the world.
Why would you exercise?
What good is it?
Who's going to notice that you trimmed down a little bit? You're 9'8".
And it can't be for health reasons, because those guys don't usually live very long anyway.
No. And he's got the world's largest bike? What does that look like?
I bet that's a treat to ride around on. I bet no one looks at that and just goes, oh my God, what a freak.
They're like...
just trying to be a normal guy.
Right.
Just trying to be a normal guy. We get a bike. I got my first bike when I was 8 years old. It was 12 feet tall. It was a little big for an 8-year-old.
Got truck tires as wheels.
Yeah,
just some obnoxious looking thing. Just so you can fit in.
Yeah.
Join this circus and get it over with. Stop trying to fit in.
For Christmas, he got a couple of canoes, and he thought they were shoes, and he put them on.
Walk around with canoe feet on my... I have to put canoes on there because I can't afford shoes that big. They don't make them in my country. Why don't I speak with an accent?
We don't need the accent.
Of course not.
We just love the fact that that's how they talk.
Just
to
their dopey, deep voice resonating in his huge, freakish body.
It hurts to talk because whatever that's doing to his insides, just to try to communicate.
Leonid Stadnik is starting to pick up a few perks, though. The largest bike in the world, a special engineered exercise machine, and clothes from all over the world. Stadnik says the perks don't make up for the pain. The doorways of his home are too short, forcing him to crouch down when he walks through the house. His 440-pound frame causes constant knee pain, forcing him to occasionally use crutches, and doctors say he's probably still growing. The 37-year-old former veterinarian quit his job after developing frostbite while walking to work. He couldn't afford to buy custom-made shoes for his 17-inch feet, so he walked in socks. Stadnik says the outpouring of international support has kept his spirits up. Media attention brought online friendships from all over the world, and Ukraine's president offered him a supersized car to help him get around better. Stadnik says he now dreams of finding a soulmate.
Oh, good luck to
keep
you.
dreaming. Keep dreaming on that one.
But he loves the WNBA. A 7-foot midget he can get his hands on.
This guy is not only tall, he's really stupid. Why would you walk to work in your socks? You could figure out something else to put on those freakish feet.
Oh, a couple of dead cats. Cut open their bellies and wear dead cat shoes. Poor bastard.
Big dope. I wrote him a letter, too. I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Jimmy?
Shoot yourself.
I'm trying to find a soulmate, but I have no soul.
God hates me.
God didn't give me a soul.
God was hungover that day. Just let me keep on growing.
There is no God. There is no God.
Liddy Rules from Whackbag writes, his bike has 2 of those old-timey bicycle tires. You know, the big
Oh,
wheel,
yes.
the one big wheel and the one little one.
Yeah, who thought of that?
Our ancestors couldn't figure anything out.
How about 2 wheels the same size, dummies?
Yeah, how long did that take?
I like the fact the French president gave him a new car, but the thing is, it's a special car and it runs on $10,000 gallon gas. How great would that be? You just farm yourself out to the circus, you zilch.
His head sticking out the sunroof.
His whole life should just be a children's party. He's being pointed at. Balloons tied to his face. Balloon on each ear, looking stupid. Be the clown giant man that we like. Oh, dope.
Janine writes, maybe they mean soulmate. His dream is a pair of shoes. What are you talking about, soul?
Oh, soul. Yes.
Very nice, Janine. Let's say hi to Chris on Long Island. Chris, what's up?
Good morning, ladies. Listen, the guy can't afford shoes, but he has online friendships. What, he got a cable modem in the house?
Oh,
hey, look at that. Yeah. Looks like someone's got their priorities all messed up. And who would allow him to walk to work in just socks?
Just socks.
He's probably got HBO and pay-per-views and everything else, but watch out.
Thank you, sir. Let's go.
I think like that the heart can't even pump the blood down to his feet to keep him warm.
Right.
Probably got frostbite in like 60-degree weather.
I thought he got frostbite on the top of his head because, like, as he walked, he was going through the clouds.
Oh, right, the high altitude. Boy, that's an exaggeration joke, kids.
We love exaggeration.
He'd have to be really tall for the weather to be different where his head is. See how tall he is? You get it?
Mongo.
Hey, Jimmy, you killed in Minneapolis.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Oh,
Hey,
yeah, it's good meeting you.
Yeah, thanks.
Was it?
Yeah, I actually remember. It's funny. I meet some of the listeners, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're the guy that calls in all the time." They don't think I'm going to recognize them, but I normally.
The guy that calls in all the time.
But I mean, like Mongo, I know that name.
Of course you do. Why are you
You're a
shaking your head
trucker.
no?
Not too many people try to kill E-Rock. This guy was a veterinarian. How many animals do you think he just accidentally snapped their necks?
Yeah, he's just trying to do the right thing, and he's breaking animals in half.
With his big, bumbling, huge hands.
And he means well, but
Yeah.
there's just a pile of animals in the back that are broken in half.
We're going to need you to take the collar off of this kitten.
Okay. Oh, damn, sorry. There goes another one. 3 more and I can make a shoe.
His favorite animal to work on birds, just because they're at eye level with him. Got his stupid head in a tree, working on a bird's nest.
Let's say hi to Sean in North Carolina. Sean.
Morning, boys.
Hey.
Giving this freak a hard time about not having shoes walking to work, but really 2 steps and he's there.
That's right.
Right.
More of that exaggerated humor that we love on this radio show. See, he's so tall that his gait would be quite large.
If you want to send him shoes, they should send him like regular shoes, just the front's cut out of them.
Yeah. With his big dopey toes sticking out of the front.
Like Hulk.
Let's go to Brian in Montana. Brian.
Yeah, they ought to get this guy into porn. He's probably got a cock like a baseball bat.
Well, good morning to you,
Thank
Brian.
you for that.
Good morning. This got the phone's lit, though, I'll tell you that much. Charlie, Long Island, what's up?
Hey, Anthony, how much you cutting the check out for this month?
I'm not going to send this guy any money.
You feel sorry for this guy?
I only feel sorry for Americans.
Oh, really?
That's the only people I'm very charitable with.
that's not true.
It's not true?
No, you feel sorry for white Americans.
Well, wait a minute.
There's a lot of black charity cases out there.
I know a lot of black people give to black charities.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. The United Negro College Fund. Is there another one? I don't know.
Stephen S. from Bayshore. He's still the king of the instant feedbackers.
Yes.
Not to steal from Howard. Sorry. That sounded like that. But Stephen S. from Bayshore writes, his specialty was giraffe dentistry.
Open wide. Open wide. Okay, spit.
Giraffe dentistry. Just... very nice.
He goes to open the giraffe's mouth, and the giraffe just knows there's something wrong with it, and the giraffe kind of recoils like, "Rah."
He shouldn't be up there.
Yeah, like, why are you looking me in the eyes? Stupid giraffe gums breath. Ever it smells like leaves, berries. How punchable are giraffe necks? I've never met a giraffe, but I'm obsessed with strangling one.
But where do you strangle?
Up by the head
matter.
or down by the body?
I guess wherever your hands can get around.
Yeah. I'd like to clothesline one. That would be funny. Just watch his neck bend like one of those long balloons.
How are giraffes just not attacked? Like, how do every other animal just not go for the throat?
Right.
It's all
defenseless.
throat.
It's all hooves.
Something happened in nature that they were able to survive all these years.
Because they could get to the leaves up at the top of the trees that the
but
other
like-
animals can't get to.
You could get to the neck, like you were saying.
I don't know. Lions don't really take down giraffes. You never see like a predator jumping on a giraffe's back.
I bet they're too they probably their hooves are probably very strong.
Yeah.
And they probably fight like they just trample panic like those animals like just go like, all right, trample panic. they just kind of jump up and down on you. They just
trample panic.
they just fall apart at the seams. Step on
that.
you. And,
First, there's
They're
one
just panicky Pete.
I like this
That's
one.
how
'cause
they survive.
Zebras do this all the time too. There's one in the crowd that kind of looks up and then turns and their ears go up, and then runs, and the rest of them trample panic.
but they like
and the guy's like, Did you hear that?
I think there's a lion. Trample panic.
but they step on their opponent like they don't know what to do. So like as the lion's mauling them, they're just like they're just stepping on them with their dumb hooves. I bet giraffes have strong necks too. It's probably hard to get through. It's probably all like
A lot of muscle to hold that head up there that high, I guess.
It's not a big head though.
No, a little
peanut
stupid head with those dumb little antennas.
Yeah.
What the hell are those horns on their head all about?
I don't know, so their hats don't fall off. Nature put in a defense so that their fedoras don't slip off because their hooves can't pick them up. Once you put a hat on a giraffe's head, it either stays there forever because if it falls off, he has no one to put it back.
Fedora.
Giraffes, it's an unknown fact, but they love hats. They're a hat-loving animal. Wouldn't you love to put a fedora on a giraffe?
How funny would that be to some savage just watching this giraffe walk by with a fedora on? Has no idea what's going on.
But you know how cocky he'd be because he had the hat and no one else did?
Hey, look, a picture of a giraffe with a hat.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that, E-Rock?
That's just so they could...
Just Google giraffe hat. Of course you did.
Wow.
That's so they could root for their favorite baseball team. They want to wear a hat.
Yes.
Okay, let's say hi
Those
to
stupid horns.
Sean in Cincinnati. Sean.
Morning, boys.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Hey, thanks, Sean. We were back yesterday.
All-
Most people didn't
All
notice,
he
though.
was wanting was a pair of red shoes, Ro.
Christmas shoes for the giant, Ro. He got frostbite. I started crying, Ro. Boo-hoo.
Christmas boats.
Christmas canoes.
You can do what you want, but don't step on my blue suede canoes. I'd love to meet this giant and bite his big foot.
Bite his big toe.
Oh,
Sink my teeth into it.
just way back in your molars.
Yeah, just
real hard.
Just gnaw on his big toe. Max, Dallas, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? I always thought it would be funny to string a piece of wire like they do in the war movies to a guy on a motorcycle on a giraffe and just rip their head off.
Jesus, Max.
Well, you've taken this to a very cool place. We were talking about giving them hats.
Yeah, we were keeping it fun.
But the way Max said, I've always thought about, like, this is a recurring theme for you.
Always.
Every time he drives by a Toys R Us, he just thinks of that Jeffrey the giraffe being decapitated and how hilarious it would be.
The piano wire.
Gonna pull over and have a laugh to Johnny Ola. Goes to Johnny Ola, Jeffrey the giraffe. Yeah, Jeffrey the giraffe showed me. You broke my heart, Fredo.
Let's say hi to Matt in Georgia. Matt.
Hi.
Hi.
Matt, you're 7'4"?
Yes, sir. The funny thing is, my wife's only 5'5", so, whenever we go to the mall or something, I get mad at her, I just gotta walk away, and she's gotta run behind me and shit. Looks funny as hell.
Whoa, let's not curse too much.
Yeah,
there.
you tall people like to curse.
I'm sorry.
So, did you play hoops or what? I'm sure you ask that all the time.
I actually got kicked out of the YMCA for being too rough, so I didn't really play all that much basketball. I was really big in football, though.
Football.
Yeah.
I don't know. 7'4". Pretty.
Yeah, I hit my...
Are you gangly? Are you gangly or muscular?
I'm actually a little portly, to be perfectly honest with you.
How much do you weigh?
Pounds.
Wow.
350 pounds.
He's got a shop at that store that has like one pair of pants for him, one shirt.
Anyone else?
Just like Fred Flintstone. It's the same thing every day.
Anyone else notice that this phone call is going nowhere?
Well,
this guy's been waiting years to be able to participate in the Opie and Anthony show, and here's his big moment.
Nowhere.
Hey, they got a story about a tall guy, and I'm tall. I better call in.
I'm gonna call in and tell him.
I got a great story for you.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Last year I was playing laser tag, right? And we're running around in the place.
Must have looked stupid.
No shit. I actually ran.
Hey, what did we say about the cursing there?
Damn it.
So you were doing some of that laser tag.
Laser tag.
Yeah, I actually ran around the corner and beamed my head on a sprinkler. A water sprinkler, the ones that hang from the ceiling.
We assumed that, yes.
I cracked my head open on a sprinkler hanging from the ceiling. No one should have ever.
We heard that.
Yeah, we heard that.
Heard that story already.
Let me ask you this, sir. What's the worst part about being the height you are?
Everybody constantly asking, how tall are you? I probably get asked that probably 40 times a day. It's really annoying.
40.
All right, well, that's not that bad.
I know,
40.
I know how tall I am. They know I'm taller than them, but yet they continue to ask.
All right, so how about let me ask you a question. Not the most annoying part. What's the worst part? Like using public bathrooms. I'm not talking about the irritating questions.
I can't drive anything other than a big truck because I'm huge and won't fit in a car. You should see me try to get in a Honda. Well, I got size 19 shoes, so I had to special order everything out of a catalog.
And how big is your thing?
What are you packing?
What are you packing?
Just give us a number.
It's probably, I don't know, 9 inches.
Yeah, that's good on anyone else.
9.
But on you, it's a minuscule embarrassment.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a 7'4", you got to be hoping for more than that.
Yeah, it just looks silly.
All right, Matt, thank you. We're going to move on because Sean's got something good here. Sean in Jersey, what's up?
Not much, guys. Hey, I was thinking about how he had those online relationships.
Yeah.
What, has he got, a huge keyboard? Is he typing with those big, stupid fingers?
Big mitts. Yeah, he has a custom keyboard that's just giant.
Yeah, each letter is the size of a fist. just so we can type. Yeah, if he uses a regular keyboard, man, how is anyone going to decipher what he's trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh, look, I got an email from Fluff.
right.
Big dumb lummox. Right. Goes to say hi. It's just an H, a J, and an X, and a Q, and send by accident. Big dope.
Big angry typing guy to new level.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, guys, punch it out.
Very nice. I think we've come to the end of the
line on that story
of the Giants story
and scene.
And yeah, exactly.
It was very rude.
Yeah, that's what shock jocks do. They burp on the air, and people go, "Wow, that's outrageous!"
Shock jock.
Opie and Anthony. It's Opie and Anthony. We're going to get Nick DiPaolo on the show in a few minutes here. Also, who's coming in, Jimmy? Who's coming in?
The WBC welterweight.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you had
an apple in my mouth.
Sorry about that.
Floyd Mayweather, who is in WrestleMania this Sunday night on pay-per-view. And I'm really psyched that he's coming in, man.
Mm-hmm.
Boxers are always fun guests. So they punch people in the face for a living.
And he's bringing his whole entourage, like 8 or 9 guys are coming in with him. Yesterday at the Hard Rock Cafe here in New York City, he threw out hundreds. Yeah. Not hundreds of dollars, hundreds.
Oh, $100 bills?
Yeah, so he threw out thousands in $100 bills.
Let's see if he does that walking in here. That'd be relatively nice.
He'd better.
Okay.
That would be nice. You're exactly right.
Ring Magazine's called this guy the best fighter in the world since 2005, 158 pounds.
And he's fighting the Big Show as part of WrestleMania, and I think Big Show is at least 7 foot tall.
7 feet tall.
If not taller than that. Getting back to the Giants story, we missed a couple great ones from Instant Feedback. Matt D. from Jersey writes, this guy played football. We were talking to that guy from Georgia, 7'4". Mm-hmm. He bored the hell out of the audience. But Matt D. writes, this guy played football? What did he do, swat field goals? And then you got Crisco, who's good for a few, from Whackbag. She writes, did he play for the Giants? Waka waka, rim shot. She wrote waka waka, rim shot, which is very nice. Okay, phone is 877-212-ONA. WrestleMania, yeah, we're talking about that a lot as the big day comes upon us here. It's Sunday on pay-per-view. And Vince McMahon was on Larry King last night.
Yeah.
Larry King gets all the pop culture superstar.
And he's so relevant.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what to ask.
Boy, he's just the greatest.
Larry King is an old sot.
You know, everyone else is jumping on this one. I'm telling you, I don't want to do a hoo, but we started this thing. That Larry King has completely lost it.
He's lost his mind.
And I think that he's just riding out his contract, and then they're going to get Anderson Cooper in there. That's what I'm thinking. But Larry just... I don't know. He's introing Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon is the chairman of the WWE.
Yeah.
This is how Larry King introduced Vince McMahon last night.
We got a terrific show for you tonight. A salute to WWE, the World Wrestling Federation Entertainment Group. They're a multimedia group. They are everything.
What? What? We all know it used to be the WWF. Yeah, they had to change the name to the WWE.
Yeah, because of the World Wildlife Fund.
It's just the World of Wrestling Entertainment.
Yeah, it's World Wrestling Entertainment
Group, if you want to throw that on.
WWE.
Right.
Well, WWEF, FU, wait a minute, what? Group, they're everything. What do you mean by that? They're everything. They make soap, machinery for the ice makers, and nuclear warheads.
They got their hands in everything.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
They're in the porn industry. Larry.
He is a boob, isn't he?
Oh, he knows nothing about anyone he talks to.
Well, then Larry goes on to ask Vince McMahon whose idea was to do WrestleMania.
Okay.
You got the owner of the company on, and you're going to ask him whose idea was it. Well, it was Phil's idea. He works in the basement.
Yeah.
He came up with this one for us.
So we killed him and said it was our idea.
Right.
What a dumb question. Who cares whose idea it was?
That's the beauty of Larry King.
Whose idea was it? How did you come up with the mania part? You took wrestle, which you do, and then mania.
Yeah.
And who decided to put that together? Question, answer, please.
How important is the ropes in wrestling?
Wouldn't they just fall off the ring if there weren't ropes? So I'm thinking pretty important, the ropes.
Go.
You go.
Now. Answer, please. Before I have another heart attack.
Please.
Well, this is what he asked Vince. All the important questions. He's only being seen by, I don't know, 100 million viewers across the world, and this is what he asked Vince McMahon.
Did you come up with this, Vince?
Again, it's a joint effort. You know, when you have someone as creative as Triple H or John Cena or, other stars, it's everyone throws in their creativity.
Well, whose idea was it to do WrestleMania?
That was mine.
Well, of course it was his.
And he said, it's a, team effort thing. Whose idea, though? Well, it's a collaborative thing. Oh!
Right.
Who actually came up with it?
I need a name!
I don't know what to ask you. Ask yourself questions. I'll sit here.
Why don't you just ask him how come the referees are never looking in the right direction?
Yeah.
Someone gets dust thrown in their eyes. Larry stinks.
Well, Jimmy, the next question is pretty much not about refs, but it's in that same vein of stupidity.
Oh.
The elbow. How important is it to the people's elbow?
The people's elbow. Do the people really need it? Did they really need the people's elbow? Oh.
The Undertaker, is he really dead?
Now, how did you reanimate a corpse to wrestle?
Right.
Is he a zombie? Should we be scared of him? If he bites another wrestler, will that wrestler become the undead? Please answer. Larry's a boob.
He stinks. Hulkamania. You combine Hulk and Mania.
That Mania thing.
Right.
Where does it come from? Right. Larry King-a-mania. Would a zombie be afraid of garlic like vampires? He's an idiot.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, everyone's doing the Larry voice, so I got to kind of do this.
Of course.
Booby Man from Brooklyn. Stone Cold. Is he really that cold?
And is he stone? Please answer. Need answer now.
Well, listen to this one. This is the big get right here. That was just kind of the warm-up for you people out there. Larry talking to Vince McMahon last night.
But you know what I mean? Once in their history, the Harlem Globetrotters lost. Does it ever happen in wrestling where the winner loses?
I mean, I suppose it probably has happened, maybe because of an injury or something like that.
Was that Triple H?
Yeah, he doesn't even know how to answer the question.
When the winner loses, but then he's the winner. Wait a minute. What am I saying?
How out of touch is Larry? He thinks that the beauty of wrestling is the big surprise where the guy that was supposed to win loses. You dummy. It's not the Harlem Globetrotters where they win every time against scrubs.
Just the fact that he's mentioning that. No one has talked about the Harlem Globetrotters.
The Harlem Globetrotters. Is it like vaudeville wrestling? Do you pack things in a steamer trunk?
The beauty of wrestling is the unexpected. It happens all the time, Larry. How much is he getting again? I have to ask every time. $7-8 million a year for this? He's making a Harlem Globetrotters reference?
Vince McMahon, is it like the Chicago Black Sox where they fixed the World Series? Please answer. You're on the air, Toledo.
Now, I noticed you got a wrestler named Gorilla Monsoon. Is he related to the ape family?
Is he an actual gorilla or a monsoon? What is he? If he's a monsoon, how does he travel?
Haystacks Calhoun. Is it true he's made out of hay?
Is he a hay? And then why don't people just set him on fire? Vince, to you. Vince, is it still real to you, damn it? Thank you, Steve from Bayshore.
Phil writes, in Larry's voice, of course, do you really smell what The Rock is cooking?
What is he cooking and why is he cooking? Do you feed your wrestlers? Please comment. Triple H. Why Triple H? Can I just say your name? There. So, how did you get into wrestling?
What's up with George the Animal Steel? Is he really that hungry?
Is he an animal or steel? Or just George? I love what an ass Larry King is. He can't be taken seriously.
Do the winners sometimes lose? And then Triple H is trying to make something out of that. So I think what Triple H was saying, like, they decide ahead of time who's going to win and lose.
Yeah.
And I guess what Triple H was saying, maybe if someone gets injured, that has to change in the ring.
Yeah,
but
if
Larry
someone gets injured,
But Larry doesn't understand that answer whatsoever.
What? Injured? Huh? Isn't the mat, like, padded? How do people get hurt? Why a ladder match? Are they changing light bulbs and get mad at each other? Please answer.
Oh, man, this is updating way too fast. And a lot of good ones coming in. I can't find them now. Oh, here. Liddy Rules from Whackbag. Sergeant Slaughter, will he ever become a captain?
You know, I know back in World War II, they gave field commissions to sergeants if they did well and promoted them to lieutenant. Is this going to happen to Sergeant Slaughter? Please answer.
Junkyard dog. Is he really a dog for the junkyard? Or is he... Oh,
wow. I can't believe I used the bleep word.
Is the fabulous Moolah single?
Hubba hubba, she's hot.
Why do you call it the squared circle?
It's not really a ring, is it, Vince? It's square. Rings are round, I know. I've given enough wedding rings away.
The Heartbreak Kid. Is he a kid, and has he broken any hearts?
He should drink Welch's grape juice. It'll keep his heart from breaking.
Oh, my God. Chief J. Strongbow. Was he really a chief?
Is he an Injun?
Oh, my. Do the winners actually lose? What? What? Let's say hi to Matt on Long Island. Matt, what's up?
Is it like the Roadrunner cartoons? Will the coyote ever win, or does he always lose?
I've never seen him catch that Roadrunner, that coyote, and he is wily. I know that, but he never seems to catch him. I thought he got him once, but he only had the puff of smoke that was shaped like him when he ran away really quickly.
Look, we barely prepare for this radio show, but man, compared to Larry King, my God, we at least Google. We at least do that for this radio show. We do a little Google. How mysterious is Rey Mysterio? Thank you, Blue Healer, Kentucky, the prince of instant feedback.
Vince,
by the way.
What about Betty Grable as a WWEF diva? Hubba hubba. 23 skidoo.
Alex from Montreal. How do you get a cane and a rock to fight? How do they actually move? Is the Superfly really an insect? Comment. Answer. Now, please.
Please.
Let's go to Travis in New Hampshire.
Travis in New Hampshire, you're on.
Andre the Giant. Is he really a giant? Go ahead.
Boo. Ooh. Boo.
Ooh. Oh. Mike in Jersey. Mike, what's up?
If we were playing the Opie and Anthony drinking game this morning, I'd be hammered with all the impressions that Opie is doing today.
Well, let me acknowledge something. I like to piggyback Anthony's impressions from time to time, but I'm kind of like Gallagher too. It's Gallagher, but it's a little off.
I
just want
smashing the watermelon.
There is a Gallagher too. It's his brother.
And
Anthony's
they hate
happy
each
being
other.
called Gallagher.
Well, not right,
Gallagher.
I just want to acknowledge that my impression's nowhere as close, but I like to join in the fun.
Because it's just fun to do this.
That's right, Pappy in North Carolina. What's up, Pappy?
Hulkamania. Is it treatable? Are there any medications available?
How does one get that? Is it spread? Is it airborne?
Is gold dust 14 karat?
Hulkamania.
Joe from Jersey. Here, what was Coco be wearing of? Stevie G from Jersey.
Was the Ultimate Warrior? Bruno Sammartino, dumb greaseball. Fred from Brooklyn. Ah, is that funny?
I love dumb greaseball. That one never gets old. See, the Italians don't mind a little abuse.
Nah.
The Italians can take it.
We got the sense of humor.
That's a right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big John Stud. Do you stud him out to breed more wrestlers? Comment.
We should go to Chavez in Nutley, New Jersey. Chavez, you're on the air.
How did they get King Kong Bundy off the Empire State Building to wrestle?
What? I thought he fell and Beauty had killed him. How did you get him to the ring, Vince? Answer, please.
Matt Yell from Jersey. What made Rick rude? SD Special Delivery Jones. Does he work for UPS? We haven't run something in the ground in a long time, so bear with us. Yeah. Are the Nasty Boys ever nice?
That's great. Stupid Larry King.
Oh, he's just the worst.
Is there any more of actual him?
No,
Love to hear
that's all
some.
we got really for today. I'm sorry there, Ant. Mm-hmm. There's exploding limo jokes coming in.
Vince, are the Road Warriors really from the future, where there has been an apocalyptic end? And various homosexuals ride motorcycles and get boomerangs in their head.
Let's go to Steve in Rochester. Steve, the home of Brother Weeze. What's up, Steve?
Yes, I see the big belts. Most of the time they're not even wearing pants and there's their belt loops. They can put the belt through.
It's not a practical belt. It's not practical.
Jesse from Jersey. Jesse.
Hi, Vince. Has it ever occurred to you to give Stone Cold Steve Austin a blanket?
Let's go to Jay in Rhode Island. Jay. See, it's just fun to do, even if it doesn't sound like him. Yes, Jay.
Bret Hitman Hart, how many assassinations has he completed? And is he involved with Kennedy? Comment.
Greg in Baltimore. Greg.
Yeah, I want to know if the junkyard dog got his rabies shots.
Chris, Long Island.
What happened to Owen Hart's heart?
Oh, no, you didn't.
Wouldn't Steve Austin win every match being bionic? Comment, Vince. If he's bigger, stronger, and faster, did you build him that way? I wish we had more actual Larry King.
I'm sure we can find it.
Such an idiot.
I'm sure we can find it.
Ooh,
what's that?
Yellow. Yellow.
Why would he have his ringer on?
I don't know.
And then answer it.
Oh, what's that?
We might have one more here. Josh.
Not a dietitian or a barber.
Josh in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, I want to know, are the Hardy Boys still solving mysteries? What about Nancy Drew? Discuss.
Nancy Drew. Is she a diva?
All right, this one's good. Dan in Cleveland.
I was wondering, how gay is primetime Sam Oral Roberts?
Linger.
Lee, one day.
Very nice. One day. Nice. All right, we got to get Nick DiPaolo in here.
Yeah.
You get it. Larry's out of touch.
Yeah, I think they get it.
Do you get it?
Good.
And we got Floyd Mayweather Jr., of course, coming in.
He's not here yet, is he?
No, he's running a little late, but as soon as he gets here, we'll get him in here with his entourage because we don't want him to kick our ass.
People still coming up.
Well, Dennis in South Carolina might have one. Yes, Dennis.
How did you get the Lex Luger out of the Superman movie?
Lex Luger.
Where did Bruce the barber get his license to cut hair?
People are saying they hope this doesn't turn into the Halloween party with the entourage.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Are the bushwhackers actually landscapers? They're just coming in like nuts now.
Mayweather, Vince, it's not even April. Cigars and scotch. Yeah. I think.
You think we're done?
Blood from a stone, my friend.
You think?
Yeah.
We got a little something that Tim put together. Listen to this.
Hey, Fred Schneider here. O&A Records proudly presents A Flock of Idiots. 80s New Wave with Kenny, Roland, and Steve.
Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry?
You've heard of the Three Tenors. Now it's the Three Tone-Deaf Messes singing the greatest hits of the greatest decade.
Touch with the ground. I'm a hunter. I'm after you.
You'll swoon to Kenny's dulcet baritone.
Turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And Roland will rock you hard.
We dance like a wave of emotion romance.
And then there's my favorite, Steve's uncanny Cindy Wilson impersonation.
Tin roof rusted.
Wow, that makes me tingle all over. Call 800-FU-LINE-1 to get your copy of A Flock of Idiots, 80s New Wave with Kenny, Rollins, and Steve. And as a bonus, if you call now, we'll throw in a date with an elderly, well-endowed radio superstar named Anthony. Get it today.
That's actually Fred Schneider helping us out, though. That's pretty cool. B-52's doing a new project, right?
Ooh.
Huh?
Really?
What? He was a big star.
Sure.
Can I see that?
What's wrong, Jimmy?
Nothing wrong. I just want to put it over here.
Oh, all right. Hey!
Jimmy.
You worked hard on that one.
I know. I want to put it back there so it didn't get lost.
Nick DiPaolo next. Opie and Anthony.
This is Vince McMahon of the WWF, and you're listening to the greatest tag team in radio, Opie and Anthony.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony show. We got Nick DiPaolo in studio. Very, very funny guy. You playing
Caroline's tonight.
Oh, very cool.
8 o'clock. So that's something different, huh? Jesus. Next thing you know, I'll be at the Comedy Cellar.
Phone number 877-212-ONA. We got
Mr. Fuji, inventor of the blimp, or no?
You like that Larry King stuff?
Oh, I was crying in
Stupid Larry. He's just the worst. Someone wrote on the instant feedback.
Where's that line?
Thomas Overbeck from Dallas. The Undertaker. Has he buried this bit yet?
Should it be buried? Comment. Phoenix, you're on the air. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, wow.
I guess they just lost track of when he became irrelevant. Like, because Larry King years ago was the guy. Like, he was the guy. He had a talk show, and people went on there, and he actually was able to ask them questions.
And people studied him because they thought he was a great interviewer.
But he wasn't. He was stupid even when he had his marbles.
Yeah.
He really was. It's like really dumb, basic questions.
Oh, yeah. And now, though, now it doesn't even make any sense.
Well, I bet his rating's going to go through the roof now.
Yeah,
it's like watching a crazy guy.
Yeah. You want to see that.
Yeah. My uncle's 79, and my uncle goes, I remember last Thanksgiving, he goes, that Larry King's just afraid to die, isn't he? My uncle's 79 years old.
It's like watching Peter Finch in Network. You just hope he'll shoot himself in the air. It's something completely ludicrous.
Love Network. Love it. Hey, Dan in Jersey's got something for the show. Dan?
Yeah.
Because
Dan, start over. We messed I don't know what happened.
It's a walkie-talkie.
Yeah. Try again.
I was at the Devils game last week, and during the intermission, they had a musical chairs game, and they actually had E-Rock down on the ice.
What?
Playing the game of musical chairs.
E-Rock, were you playing musical chairs at a Devils game?
How do we get this information from a caller?
Musical chairs.
E-Rock?
Yeah, it was a CBS promotion with the Devils. So,
what? You were the big get?
Oh, you and
we got to go to the Devils game tonight. They got E-Rock playing musical chairs.
E-Rock,
I can't miss this.
E-Rock, Kevin James, and Ray Romano.
Yeah, he went out in the first round, so.
Of course he did.
Funny.
Yeah.
You lost in the first round of musical chairs, Fatso.
Did you fall through the ice?
He went from the toilet to the high chair to the Zamboni.
He's like, there was more guys than there was chairs. It wasn't fair.
You lost in the first round? What happened?
Yeah. There was an angry black gentleman who kind of elbowed me right into the ice, so went flying off the...
At a hockey game? I don't believe it.
So you're saying you were assaulted?
I was elbowed and then shoved to the ice to get out of the big inflatable chair that they had set up.
What the hell was Eddie Griffin doing in New Jersey?
And you just fell on the ice? You just thumped on the ice like a piece of raw meat and then left?
That's good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Eskimos hauled him away for his blubber.
How did they announce
Quit pushing that lamp oil around.
How do they announce you to the crowd?
They announced me E-Rock from the Opie and Anthony show on 92.3 K-Rock.
And what kind of applause did you get?
About the same as the other people who were announced on there, randomly picked.
You got a little smattering.
Guy on the Zamboni beeped his horn twice.
You got the same reaction as some plumber from Jersey?
Most of the people leave during the intermission. They go to the bars and get food and stuff, so half the seats were empty.
Oh, that's why. Of course, that's why.
Yeah. Otherwise, you would have got a standing ovation.
Right.
Yeah. You lost in the first round. You were
musical chairs.
What do you mean inflatable chairs too? How many were there?
They had there was 4 big inflatable flame chairs.
Yeah.
In the center of the ice.
And 5 people. Yeah, that's how that game works.
You got shoved to the ice.
Yeah.
It's just like life, isn't it?
You were also told that you couldn't win the prize?
Yeah.
Why?
CBS was providing the prize, so I was told you're not allowed to win, so you have to get out in the first round.
Oh, my God. Then why did they have
you?
Who was running this? Elliot Spitzer? Thing is rigged.
Right? Oh, damn.
So are you trying to say that you let the guy beat you?
Yeah. I was supposed to lose. I wasn't supposed to let the guy shove me onto the ice right out of the seat.
You should have pulled a Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction. You just won.
You know who the guy was? Jeremiah Wright.
Stephen S. from Bayshore writes, E-Rock had
swing and a miss.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah. E-Rock had them empty the Zamboni so he can make a giant snow cone. We're doing a lot of exaggerated humor today. Bear with us. Yeah, what music was playing during the musical chair segment?
That I don't know.
You don't know?
You gotta know.
No, I seriously don't.
You weren't listening.
You
at
really
all.
don't know, huh?
No.
All right.
Very nice.
I bet he does know.
Of course he does.
Because we'd play it, and then he'd be all embarrassed. We'd make him play. Good. 1 chair. You and Pat Duffy. Pat Duffy just goes, I'm in.
Yeah, he would just kill him. Kill him.
Hip check.
All right. Nick DiPaolo in studio. Caroline's tonight. What's happening in your world? Anything? Are you following this, the Clinton thing? Hillary lying?
She's a lying sack.
What happened? No. Hillary,
Yeah, under fire in
Like somebody
Bosnia
could-
12 years ago.
Somebody could miss that ass with a rifle.
Yeah, no,
And
sniper.
those ankles. Ricochet. Killing 3 civilians. She's just a lying whore. And
Yeah.
it's just the Democrats. I can't. Anyway.
We went over it earlier, but we didn't talk about the Chelsea Clinton thing.
She needs a slap in her ugly face, though.
She went from okay to ugly. What happened?
Okay, when was she okay? She went from troll to troll 2, squared.
She started to take on the look of Hillary a bit.
Yeah, she is looking like mom.
Yeah, but she was asked about Monica Lewinsky, and she wasn't happy about that. The first time. Did you hear this?
Yeah, by a young fella, right? Yeah.
At a college. Listen.
Wow, you're the first person actually that's ever asked me that question. In the, I don't know, maybe 70 college campuses that I've now been to. And I do not think that's any of your business.
Chelsea Clinton said she didn't want that to be the last question, so she took one more.
What was the question?
About
I'll tell you what it
global
was.
warming.
The kid asked, because your mother, stuck by, Bill during the whole Monica Lewinsky thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think that means she has bad judgment, so is that going to hurt her? And it's a legitimate question.
Absolutely.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Absolutely. I'm tired of this coddling of Chelsea
Oh,
Clinton.
Jesus, she's a mutt.
If she's going to be in the public eye and you're going to go out and do 70 college campuses, the fact that your mother stood there like a suburban idiot while your father embarrassed her in front of the country is a legit question.
Yeah, all of a sudden that's off the, you can't go near that. Then don't go out and don't put yourself out there. And she said it in such a snooty,
what a snot.
You can
Like,
tell.
how dare you?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've been asked that. You think it's
Exactly.
not the first time people have thought it, though.
Well, exactly.
They wanted to, but they're coddling her.
And it should be asked every time now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Every
Well,
time.
it should be.
She's just, you could tell she's been up by a feminist scum.
That really was an irritating response. If she would have just said, look, I'd rather not talk about it. But
It's
that's
the
none of your
arrogance.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is stupid. He lied under oath, and he got caught, and he was embarrassed in front of the whole country.
I had that fight with my wife. You saw it last night, the story. Of course, she's like, that's none of their business, So I slept on the couch downstairs.
It certainly is. It does show Hillary's judgment.
Yeah.
Because the bottom line is, if Elliot Spitzer getting a hooker in his private life shows his poor judgment, then the way she handled a sexual crisis in her house should show her poor judgment. It's absolutely
You can't do that
relevant.
today, Jim. You can't show a woman in a negative light. Don't you know they crap ice cream and sherbet? You can't do it.
And I'm not even going to disagree with that.
You can't portray him in the negative light, whether it's a goddamn sitcom or real life. It is ridiculous. She was so snooty about it.
I loved your reference, but it turned on little Jimmy over there. I mean,
What? What did I do?
Because he actually does think it's sherbet ice cream.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Perhaps a gelato with certain ethnicity.
I know, that was the wrong guy to say that.
yeah, really. I mean,
Jimmy's
it was quite brilliant, but
his pillowcase is like 51 flavors.
And you got Spitzer linked to another call girl ring. That's the front page of our paper today.
Yeah.
Why is that shocking? It's like you found out he bought his shoes at Tom McCann and Faber. Who cares?
Yeah, like it was the first time and last time he ever did anything like that.
It's another whore shop. It's
Yeah.
But when did
the
this
guy was how old? Of course he's done this before.
When did the guy have time to govern? Because now there's
Apparently
this
he
busty
didn't.
blonde who's
I know. Look at her.
she kind of looks like Courtney Love.
Like a tranny version of Courtney Love.
Oh my God.
She's claiming that not only did he use her services as far as the escort company goes, or whatever, she did it herself a few times to Mr. Spitzer.
Was he wearing those black socks pulled up to his knees? Oh, what a creep.
He was he couldn't even get his pants off. He was so turned on by these young chicks. He just had to leave a sock. He just jumped in with his pants around his ankle.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the Emperor's Club, because your penguin walked to the bed. Those ribs.
Let's say hi to David in PA. David.
Hey.
Hey.
Of course, music during E-Rock's promotion was Baby Elephant Walk.
Oh. Poor E-Rock.
Yeah.
And you know what? The Hillary Clinton thing is really annoying me. It wouldn't be anybody's business if it was she had just stayed out of the public life. But she wants to be elected as president. Everything
is on the table.
Is fair game.
Everything,
absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
Just that whole family makes me sick.
But you would get a picture with Bill.
In a second.
Yeah.
I'd sell out the Republicans in a second. I actually like Obama, but he's
Than Hillary.
Do you?
How do you feel that now two people you know have gotten their picture taken with Bill Clinton? Does that bother you?
No, more than two. I mean, one guy I know sat in the Oval Office with Bill Clinton and worked out jokes with him.
Who?
Darrell Hammond. Daryl has Clinton's story. He knows Clinton.
right.
And he's performed for Bush. He's performed for Congress, the Senate.
I got a picture of the president.
Oh,
Jimmy Carter.
Really?
Wow, that
I
doesn't
keep
really
I keep
count.
it behind my picture of me and Richie Aprile from The Sopranos. I swear to God, on my mantle at home, it's behind me and Richie Aprile on The Sopranos. I did a Tonight Show. Jimmy Carter was on there.
I was wondering. I thought maybe it was a rally you were being dragged out of.
He goes, you should send me one of your CDs. I'm like, yeah, he'll really enjoy the
I had
C
a,
word 3 times.
I had a Christmas card from Richard Milhouse Nixon.
You're kidding.
Yeah, when we were in school, little tater, little kids, they made us write Christmas cards to the president, and we did that. And he sent them back. He sent one back.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Somebody else
Just to
signed
you or to the whole
I
class?
know it wasn't really him.
That was your dad, so you wouldn't
But it
cry
was-
again.
No, it was
never wrote me
like it was
back,
a stamped signature.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So it was like his signature, but it was a stamp.
Yeah, dear douche, Merry Christmas.
That's very ironic. Because I got a birthday card from Spiro Agnew when I was 3.
Really? Spiro Agnew.
That's right.
His vice president.
Yes.
I got a good luck with that headache card from Lyndon Johnson.
Hey, before we move on from politics, and we got Mayweather Jr. coming in, Floyd Mayweather Jr. coming in a few minutes with his entourage. We played this earlier, Nick. I want to get your comment on this. There's a guy, he's going to be a YouTube sensation by the end of the day, I'm thinking. I got turned on to this video yesterday. Larry Sinclair, he's telling this outrageous Barack Obama story. But he wants to make an official video, so he's very serious. And he made this video with cars going by outside, and he posted it on YouTube.
Larry Sinclair?
Yeah, listen
Where
to
does he
him.
live?
He's from Illinois, it looks like.
Yeah.
He's a limo driver, and he's got some outrageous
Must be true.
accusations about him and Barack Obama.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Hi, my name is Larry Sinclair. I'm making this video and posting it on YouTube because of an incident involving myself and Senator Barack Obama.
It's just
Bald-headed fag.
just all official. I love how official he
Sounds
is.
very gay, doesn't he?
He sounds a little effeminate.
Not that there's
doesn't he?
anything right with
Yes.
that.
He's been hit with the sword of the gay.
Yep, right across the cheek.
Twice.
Barack Obama. Between November 3rd and November 8th of 1999 in the Chicago, Illinois area. The mainstream media and Obama himself has done greatly to prevent this story from becoming public. During those time periods...
What do they do? Ignore you.
Daring, not during.
Daring?
The guy's nervous by himself in his
Yeah.
own room making a film.
Imagine if this is just all true. But no one's going to believe
No
the
one's
guy.
believes him because he just sounds like a nut.
He's sitting there like, I got gold.
Yeah. I'm finally going to release it. Here it is on YouTube. Here's my big confession, and
Right.
just going to bust things wide open. Huge scandal with Obama, and people watch and go, he's a kook.
Yeah.
greatly to prevent this story from becoming public. During those time periods in 1999, I met Obama at an upscale lounge in Chicago, Illinois. After having a few drinks, Obama and I left in my limo, began to drink. Mr. Obama acquired powder cocaine for my use, crack cocaine for his use. I performed sex on
Crack goes
Senator
better
Obama.
with chicken.
Oh, no.
He must have had the beef.
This guy.
He's saying he serviced Obama in the limo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he
After having some coke.
Well, I'm working in Chicago in April. I wonder if he still has a limo service. It'd be nice
Call him
on the way
up.
to the airport. Kenny, get up front. Keep your mouth shut.
Okay.
He then ejaculated on my pants when I was shopping.
You know, I'll do that for you, Jimmy.
This guy, go ahead. Anything else?
Continue? Oh, yeah. It's
Oh, there's
great.
more?
Oh, I love this
Really?
guy. This guy's a
Powder
hoot.
cocaine for my use, crack cocaine for his use. I performed sex on Senator Obama, who at the time was a state representative for the state of Illinois.
Well, thanks for his resume.
Mr. Obama knows these allegations to be true. I'm challenging Mr. Obama to come forth, be honest, stop claiming that his drug use is limited to his teenage years. 1999, you weren't a teenager. 1999, you were a state representative for the people of the state of Illinois. 1999, I performed sex on you in the back of my limo, as well as in my hotel room in Gurnee, Illinois, 2 days later.
Gurnee.
If you challenge the authenticity of this allegation, I challenge you to take a polygraph test, as I will submit to as well.
Yeah, go on that Fox show.
These allegations are true and need to be told to the public. Let the public decide whether Mr. Obama is being forthright and honest.
I believe this guy.
Yeah.
I absolutely believe him, but I think he's nuts, and I obviously don't think it was Barack Obama, but I really think that he believes.
Who was it?
what
Flip
he's
Wilson?
saying. Well, in 99, it could have been somebody.
Oh, that's right.
Flip Wilson.
It was Fred Armisen from SNL. No, I think that he thinks it was him. I really. I'll tell you why.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Why do you rule out that it's not true?
Oh, possible it is, but I mean, I'm not saying it is possible. But either way, I think this guy believes it because he's saying things like he's almost like, look, we both know this is true, and he's saying like 2 days later. It's just some weird little specific in that. Like,
so you think this guy got bamboozled?
This is very
Thought he was
easy.
servicing Obama?
Very easy solution.
Mm-hmm.
Describe Obama's private parts, like they did Michael Jackson.
Right.
They might not have a distinguishing mark.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Yeah. They all brand themselves down there.
Distinguishing mark. He stubbed it on the sidewalk.
Got a Dallas Cowboys logo, I heard, on his left nut. I don't know why Dallas. That was so stupid.
I know, it would have been the Bulls or...
Yeah, it would have been a Chicago team.
Bears.
This guy, you know what's funny? You can tell this guy's a crack because you can see John McCain walking by his window while he's making the tape. Probably McCain put this out there, too.
Yeah, this seems like a, I don't know, maybe he's got ulterior motives.
No, I think he's just nuts.
Do you think he's just crazy?
He's just nuts.
Is this going to make like the mainstream news? Will this be on like 5 o'clock tonight?
A sex scandal?
Yeah, do you think?
Sex and drug scandal involving Obama? We'll tell you about it.
No.
Huh?
No.
You don't think it'll make like Larry King will make?
It'll be.
What
huge.
do you think?
It'll be huge on YouTube today, but that's about
This
it.
guy will be more famous.
Yeah.
After 21 years of playing the clubs, this guy's already more famous than me because of this.
This guy's nuts.
We're trying to get him on the show.
Get him
I think
in
we
here.
got to his lawyer so far, and we might be able to get him.
Get
on
him in here and get him a limo. Let me get the back.
Get him a lie detector test. We'll do the lie detector test. How great would that be?
Fantastic. We're all sitting here with rods.
I think we could throw another quickie in here before we take a break.
When Richard Long couldn't put 2 holes in his wall to install his satellite TV system, he turned to his handgun.
Richard Long.
Long shot the holes in the wall, but the shots went all the way through to the outside, where his wife was standing in the yard. Patsy Long died from a gunshot.
Wait a minute.
Good.
Oh, he's a genius.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Wait a minute.
Genius.
He's going to get off.
Well, it was an accident.
Ever.
All right, honey, you stand here. I'm gonna go inside. Just right here.
Where's the hammer? Oh, forget it.
Don't
Get my gun.
move. All right. There we go. All right. Now I'll finish my job. What was he doing? He was hanging something, or
I went back a little bit. Let's listen to this again.
yeah? Where was it? Where they're using firearms as tools?
Then he asked his kids to stand there. Does this look straight?
Yeah. Is this good?
Looks like Daddy's free as a bird.
What was he doing, Ope?
We're going to start this one over.
Jeez, I'm
too good.
I'm out of bullets, and I got one kid left. Yeah. I was digging a pool.
Good time to hang that wall mirror. Somebody call Aunt Lily.
When Richard Long couldn't put 2 holes in his wall to install his satellite TV system, he turned to his handgun. Long shot the holes in the wall, but the shots went all the way through to the outside, where his wife was standing in the yard. Patsy Long died from a gunshot wound to the chest. It was the second shot her husband fired.
Tragic accident. You know, bad things happen to good people.
Officials in Sedalia, Missouri
up.
are investigating and say they haven't decided if Long will face charges in the death.
He didn't realize that she was outside, had no clue that she was out there. So,
Hill says this type of case would usually result in manslaughter charges, but that decision is up to the prosecutor's office.
Neighbors also died laughing to the
22, huh?
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh.
So he was probably trying to hang something on the outside of the wall. Or maybe run wires through or something. Whatever. There's drills for that.
Yeah.
You could use like a drill bit.
Oh, that takes too much time.
Screw it. Get the gun out. You can't kill the wife with a drill.
Unless she's like Lethal Weapon 2, standing up against the outside of the wall.
Oh, yeah, of course.
What was she doing in the yard anyway?
Yeah.
Give us that detail. Was she just standing there, really?
Standing right in front of where he's going to be shooting through the wall.
She's like just eyeing it for him. Yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah, eyeball that for me, could you? He's just got a silhouette of her painted on the wall.
Head pops off like Kennedy. Perfect.
First thing he sees on the satellite system is the news with him killing his wife. How ironic.
In HD.
Oh. That's great. Yeah, in wonderful HD.
Wonderful HD.
Oh, jeez. I wonder what idiot did this. Oh, wait. It's police in my yard.
Chester's Liver from Whackbag writes, it's regular Joe, the captain of the police, saying bad things happen to good people. That's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
Who said she was good people?
I know.
She might have been a real chooch. This guy had every right. You know, she could have been a real a-hole. We might be laughing at the wrong person here. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's true, but
you never know.
She could have been a real jerk, too.
I don't know. Good people. Huh?
Not that she deserved that, but
he was a good person.
Maybe. They're all stupid, though, I'll say that.
Was he using a gun as an actual tool, or was he pissed like when I can't do something, I get pissed?
You just shoot
throw
it.
a bowling ball at the,
Yeah.
I have been known to shoot things when I get mad at them.
Wow.
I've shot my computer.
Or was he actually using it as a drill? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he was trying to use it as a drill. But at least, I back up my targets. and I shoot in the basement.
I'm a witness. I'm here to say it's as true as he told it.
That goddamn computer was
Did you?
really pissing me off, so I took it downstairs and
put
a nice 223 through it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
He did.
See, I love him. That's it. True Italian.
Fantastic. Yeah, just pull out the weapons.
All evidence has been removed, but
yeah,
I was lucky enough to see it. Randy, Illinois, what's up?
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Hey.
Love your stuff, man.
Thanks.
Want to let you guys know that satellite systems are usually set up on the outside of. What in the hell was this guy doing on the inside of the house? Set up a dish, punching out. Love you guys.
Well, you obviously want to run some wires from the outside to the inside.
Yeah, maybe you want to do that. Needed some holes in there.
So
I prefer to use a larger caliber weapon when running wires through my wall, though. I use 45 or something like that. 22. Jesus.
Cannonball.
All right, we got to take a break.
A cannonball. He shot a cannon into his wife's head.
We got to take a break. We got Floyd Mayweather Jr. Joining the show next.
Is he here?
I believe so. Opie and Anthony, stay there.
Call the Opie and Anthony Show. 866-WOW-1-WOW. 866-WOW-1-WOW. Cell phone and PDA users, send your message to feedback at opieandanthony.com.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Waiting for Floyd Mayweather Jr. to stop on by and say hi. We also have Nick DiPaolo in studio.
Hi.
A very bitter and very funny man.
Why am I bitter?
I don't know.
He's a realist.
I've been like this since I was 6.
Really?
Yes. Been called bitter in first grade.
Yeah.
Really?
They don't even know the word
It's on his
yet.
report card.
Yeah, right.
He's bitter. It's like your parents got to read. He's bitter.
Yeah, bitter.
Where did it all go wrong for you, Nick?
I don't know that it has hope.
What sense?
Brown versus Board of Education.
Norton said that. Wow. Wait till Mayweather shows up. Jimmy Norton said
Yeah.
And his entourage.
And get your ass handed to you.
Nick,
that was pretty accurate, though, Jimmy.
Pretty funny.
Nick is extremely funny. He's playing Caroline's tonight here in New York City.
Go to nickdip.com, by the way. That's one word.
nickdip.com.
Yeah, you can pick up Nick DiPaolo hip boots and hats.
And the number for Caroline's.
212-757-4100.
That's not the number I was going to give out.
What?
Nope.
Oh, no.
What is it?
212-757-4100.
I like saying 4100.
Me too. Sounds cooler. I call it 41 double goose eggs.
Wow.
Ooh.
You're a rebel.
Yeah. I'm taking a crack.
8 o'clock.
Yes, you do.
You guys heard about the cheerleader, right?
The cheerleader?
Oh, that's kind of a sad case. It's dummy.
Is that the one that
one was bigger than the other?
Gave Obama a zing-zangler? The male cheerleader from Illinois?
Yeah. Give me a
I was
from Gurney.
He got in my limo with me, and I performed.
In Gurney.
In Gurney.
In Gurney. In a hotel room in Gurney. That must have been some hotel.
During the 80s.
What a ghoul.
Students at a high school in Boca Raton are grieving the loss of a popular cheerleader. She died during a breast augmentation surgery.
Now, these surgical procedures are done every day and increasingly on teenagers. No one could have imagined the outcome of this plastic surgery procedure. Stephanie Kaliba is described as a bright student, college bound, someone who was working her way through high school. You can tell what she meant to everyone from the flowers that have been left here on the fence at West Boca Raton High School, where she was going to graduate later this year. She was the best and the brightest. 18-year-old Stephanie Kaliba died over the weekend from complications during a cosmetic surgery procedure. Her friends are devastated.
It's just sad to see her go, because she's a wonderful person, smart. She had a lot of talents. And
She doesn't sound very devastated.
Kaliba had the surgery at this Boca Raton Surgical Center and had a devastating reaction to the anesthesia because of an underlying medical condition. You can see the pom-poms and the shirt left by her cheerleading classmates. She was captain of the high school cheerleading team here.
Yeah. Tragic story.
Tragic, really.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the moms out there are getting the breast implants for their daughters before they even leave high school.
Yeah.
They were trying to blame it. I was watching Fox last night. Laura Ingraham, whatever. She was trying to blame it on guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me get it, because I know exactly what it is.
Of course.
That the image that is put out there, these young women
it's our
are
fault.
seeing this because the men put this image out there and want to attain these women, and then they do this to themselves.
Yeah, that was the. And I like
it's
Laura
guys'
Ingraham
fault.
usually, but
Really?
know, she was way off on this one.
And it's phony because I prefer real, and it's idiotic to blame. Stop blaming men. Stop it.
Yeah.
What do you think of Matthew McConaughey?
Exactly, man. It's just.
You telling me that I got to be rich or I got to be powerful in order to bang you? Sorry, ladies, we don't judge your social status as heavily as you judge ours, and you don't judge our looks as heavily as we judge yours. That's the reality of it. It's a social thing with us.
You want our attention. That's why you did it.
Yes.
Some type of self-esteem issue. I didn't create that. I just met you last night in the club. It's not my fault.
I didn't create the self-esteem issue. I just use it to my advantage.
Yeah,
Leave something on your back.
exactly. Your uncle created it with a Miller Lite bottle. I think that can get through, can't it?
Why not?
Sure, why not?
Of course.
I want to keep a bit alive. Thomas Overbeck from Dallas helping us out. I guess God needed a cheerleader. God was, he's been busy because he wanted a McMuffin. I guess God needed a McMuffin.
An Egg McMuffin.
Because the Egg McMuffin dude died, and now
Yeah.
he gets a cheerleader today as well.
Yeah.
It's not a bad day for God.
And he got Richard Widmark, who I thought was dead. I
Did he
swear,
die, Widmark?
I swear I would have
93.
bet he was dead. And he just died.
Why do we not have clips of Richard Widmark?
Richard Widmark.
Can we? You got to have some. I'll be gone tomorrow, but you got to have clips of Whit. You know what I do to squealers? Come
I
on,
love
you
that.
lying old hag.
I love he pushes the old broad down the stairs in the wheelchair.
I peed on his star on the Walk of Fame.
The little tribute.
I had to pee.
It's a very famous scene in a movie called Kiss of Death with Victor Mature, and women were women back then. Oh, Nick, you know these idiots, and he shows up, and Widmark is looking for this snitch. So he goes to the guy's old mother who's in a wheelchair, and she's like, "Oh, Pieter's not here," and he goes, "You lying old hag," and he takes a cord out of the wall and he wraps her up in the wheelchair, and he just laughs as he rolls her down a flight of stairs.
That's a great scene.
You lying old hag.
Would they ever do that today? Ever?
Oh, my God,
It was
no.
fantastic.
They would do it to a guy, right?
Oh, absolutely. A guy dressed up like an old lady.
And he's laughing though. He's so happy.
That's
to be
what he was
doing that.
known for. It says in the article.
Yeah.
That sick laugh that he had.
What a great sociopath he was.
Yeah.
A great line. The prosecutor comes to ask, "Are you going to talk now, Tommy?" Yeah, 'cause back then they were all like that. And he's like, "I wouldn't give you the skin off a grape." It's the greatest. Oh, it's
Well, the writing has improved at least.
Yeah.
Skin off a grape.
I would love to say that to someone and mean it. Like that was tough talk back then.
Yeah.
It was.
Say it to a heckler, Jim. When you're in Seattle.
I love the women. I love the women though. Like you were saying that.
Oh, come on now. Come on, guys. But she was just this doting idiot. Like,
Yeah.
Older Victor Mature had the two daughters. I got to see my daughter. Oh, Nick! No matter what he did, she loved him.
What was the movie Jimmy with Cagney shoved a grapefruit in the woman's face?
Yeah,
Remember?
that was a good one.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
I love it.
You
Was it
haven't
White
seen
Heat?
that?
Just
I don't know if it was
mushed
White Heat.
a half a grapefruit.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. Was it
Picked
White
it
Heat?
up
I
and
don't
mushed it right in her face.
He goes, "I wish you was a wishing well or something that I'd dump you down there and sticks a grapefruit in her face like that." Just hit, pushes it in her face and turns it like three with like a hateful look on his face.
Was it breakfast nativities?
It's not an angel with dirty faces, is it?
I don't know. It's a famous scene though.
I wish you were a wishing well or something like that. Then I dump it on the.
Here's the scene.
Public
it's from
Enemy,
Public
yes.
Enemy.
Public Enemy, okay.
Look at his hair doing it. He rules.
And that's who is that?
Can you do the audio from that?
No, you can't play it from
Yeah, we're not allowed to.
See?
Oh,
That was
wow.
the old days.
Oh, I thought you were Mayweather. It's just Stan.
Just a tall white guy.
Right.
Exactly. It's fair weather.
It's fair weather.
Let's start at the beginning of the movie. The credits are rolling.
Yeah, really. There he goes. Look, that's like a punch in the face.
Look at.
You know what? He's not acting right
No.
there. He's really enjoying filming that scene.
He just annoyed her on set.
Yeah,
They show that on The Sopranos. Tony's watching that and laughing.
He starts laughing.
Yeah, he's sitting in the street laughing.
Look up Kiss of Death.
Kiss of
with
Death.
Mark and see if he's in there. There's also the greatest slap ever captured is he slaps this fat man named Luigi in the face. Because the guy, Nick, is in there, and he's like, get the deluxe short dinner for my pal. And he's not friends with him. He wants to kill him. And he goes, but Mr. Udo, the kitchen is closed. And he stands up, and it's the sleekest face slap. Me and my friend watched it. We must have rewound it 9 times. You've never seen a better slap.
It's great.
It's a crispy slap to the face. And
That's when they made movies.
Look at the old school wheelchair. My God.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get these links up on onaradio.com later.
Look at he pulls the cord. He's got a suit on, a great hat.
That hat should be on a giraffe. Bleh, bleh. An hour and a half.
But why does he, what is he going to do with the cord, really?
He's tying her in the chair.
Why does he
doesn't want her to be able to
She's
use
already
her
in a wheelchair.
because she could use her arms maybe to like help herself down the stairs. He doesn't want her.
He put her in the wheelchair by
Look
trying
at
to
the
hang
joy.
a shelf with a gun.
Look, you've never seen it. Look, he's opening the door. He opens the door angrily, and this bitch is going down the steps. You've never seen a happier mug.
Look at him, yeah.
And she's screaming.
Oh my God! How did I miss this
Down the
movie?
stairs.
Never seen this scene,
No.
Nick.
That's fantastic.
Right down the step, and he just goes, "You lying old hag." He
She
caught her
does
in
an
a fib.
endo.
I hope she was all right.
Boy, did she take a tumble.
You can't paralyze somebody who's already paralyzed.
No.
Can we get the audio from this scene?
She's dead.
But you can't even
Somebody
make
in the
that.
back office. Let's go.
You can't even make that look like an accident because he tied her up with cord.
They should do that to Larry King. Throw a wig on him.
Michael Madsen was talking about that scene when he was in?
Oh, yeah, I think
Crisco
so.
was telling us? Okay. Michael Madsen was one of the greatest interviews we've ever
I
done.
love that guy. He's
This guy's
plays
really
a great
funny.
heavy.
He was amazing.
I
Do we
got
have
a
any
little
Michael
Madsen
Madsen
story.
stories?
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
E-Rock, you got any of those clips too?
He's like an intimidating. He plays a good badass.
Yeah.
And I used to go to the gym in L.A. and I went down to the parking lot, the underground parking lot, to get my car, and I see him trying to pull out in his SUV, and his wife or his girlfriend's outside telling him how much clearance he has.
Oh, no.
So I go to him like this. I go like this, with a hand gesture, saying he's got like a couple inches. He just gives me this dirty look. Like he wanted to punch my face. I go, you get this much. Just that
Gonna help
hateful
me?
look that he had in Donnie Brasco. He eyebrow furled. I went, ugh. Just got my car.
He came in to do the show, and I'm like, hey, I'm Opie. And he just looks at me and just starts laughing. Like, like, thanks, man. I know it's a dumb name, but help me out here a little bit.
Plays a great heavy, though.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Love him, man.
He's got a website.
Hates Hollywood.
How does that website go again? He lists all his projects.
He lists every movie he's done.
And he rates his own movies and then tells you why he did the movie.
My wife told me.
Like
And some
must
of-
see, and then there's kind of, see them if you want to, and then there's ones that you should just not see because they suck.
Needed the money.
And he puts them on
Oh, damn. We've been.
Floyd is, here.
What's up, Nick? Oh, wow. We got to behave. Are you kidding me? How are you, sir?
Morning.
Floyd
What's up, man?
Mayweather
Expecting
Jr. has
trouble?
joined the show.
That's Money Mayweather, baby. Floyd Money Mayweather.
Well, where's the
Yeah.
money? We saw you throwing it out at the Hard Rock Cafe yesterday. We thought you'd have a few for us today.
and it's not Junior, for those that don't know.
No,
Who
it
said
isn't
that?
Junior?
Never been Junior.
I never said it. Jimmy was saying
I
Junior all
never
morning.
said Junior.
I don't matter. What's up, baby?
Why
Talk
would I
to
say
me.
Junior? So, all right, you're in WrestleMania. This guy has got you by 16 inches and 282 pounds.
Big boy.
Yeah, you're fighting the Big Show, WrestleMania
yeah.
on Sunday. He's 7 foot tall, and I'm not even going to say how tall you are because that
5'8".
might make him mad. I don't
Let
know.
me see. I'll tell you right now. Is it 5'8", 158? Yeah, 5'8", 158.
That's me.
And
absolutely.
How did they approach you about doing this?
No, what happened was, honestly, I was just always been a fan of wrestling, from the 80s. But now my two boys are fans of wrestling, my two sons, 9 and 7. So I got invited to No Way Out. And then somehow, when I was at the wrestling match, the guy called me. I'm like, I'm just here to watch wrestling. So I jumped over and got in the ring and punched him in the face, broke his nose, gave him 2 black eyes. I went to the back. They said, what you think about getting into wrestling? I said, it is what it is. And the guy said, he challenged me in wrestling. He asked me, so the next time I went out, he asked me, do I want to face him in WrestleMania, the Big Show? I said, absolutely. So that's how I got involved with wrestling.
Are you actually going to wrestle? Or are you going to make him put gloves on? Like, you let this monster grab you? Or are you gonna...
This is a no-holds-bars match. This is a little different from every other match that's ever been held, in WrestleMania. Everything goes.
Why would you do that?
Really?
I mean, you're undefeated. Well, you're 39-0. I mean, you're fighting De La Hoya again since September. Why would you get into the ring with something this large? Why not just bite him?
Why not? We must see Sunday. Is the risk worth the reward? I mean, win, lose, or draw. I mean, we don't mind taking risk. I mean, all the risk I've took thus far. Look at the reward. So I feel it was worth it.
You gonna actually punch him? Will you be using your skills?
I'd imagine he's going to go after his package and use it like a speed bag.
Because I'm thinking, it's going to be hard to get inside on a big guy like that without him just grabbing you like a grizzly bear.
Well, I've been practicing with my big man over there.
Yeah, kidding, man. How tall are you?
Wow.
Yeah, he's like 7'1".
Holy
7'1"?
Is he real?
Yeah, 7'1".
Is he really? No, he's actually 7 foot.
No, he's taller than 7 foot. Easy.
He's
7'1",
hell yeah.
That's one of my securities. So, we've been practicing. We've been working. I've been working with some wrestling coaches. Of course, my boxing coach, strength and conditioning coach, Leonard Ellaby, also my advisor, sitting next to me. So, everything has been going great and tremendous. Preparing for WrestleMania 24.
How's Vince? Isn't he like a lunatic?
No, great guy.
You like Vince?
Great. Everything first class service, just like we like it.
Get in there and mix it up.
Love Vince. He's the best. Genius.
They declared you, Ring Magazine called you the greatest fighter pound for pound in the world. How many times have you switched weight classes, and how many, you keep switching and you just keep winning the title and then you get bored and you switch again. How many switches have you made and how many have you won?
Since, I think I've been world champion like a decade now.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I beat the best at 130, moved to 135, beat the best, moved to 140, beat the best, moved to 147, beat 2 of the best, then went to 54, beat Oscar, went back down to 54, went back down to 47, and me and Ricky hadn't had one hell of a fight, and now I'm in WrestleMania.
Well, De La Hoya, you're fighting again in September. Obviously he's had his problems. Is that fight still on? Is that, you guys trash talk before the fight. That'd be a great one to use.
It certainly would.
The thing with De La Hoya, the first time we fought, the fans wanted to see a knockout. It's the thing that it's something always in the game, which De La Hoya gave me heavyweight gloves the first time we fought. Everything was geared towards his way. He chose the gloves, he chose the site, and he chose the weight class. But a lot of fans don't know that they would have got a lot more action if I had the right gloves I was supposed to have. He said, well, Mayweather needs to wear these gloves, but the gloves he gave me was heavyweight gloves. So, let's both put on the right gloves and we can really get it on. We can really mix it up.
Well, how does that work? I didn't know. Are they allowed to choose your gloves? Or how does it work?
I'm supposed to choose my own gloves. He's supposed to choose his own gloves. But the gloves that he gave me was heavyweight gloves. I'm just being honest.
And he was wearing some silk ones up to the elbow.
It's possible. It's possible. And just like 24/7, like I told everybody, I said this guy is basically fooling everybody. I said the truth will soon, everything about De La Hoya will come out. And, at the end of 07, everybody had a chance to see. It came out.
Lloyd, who's tougher, Hatton or De La Hoya?
Hatton's probably more rugged, but De La Hoya's more of a technician. Got better skills. Hatton's just a straight up brawler, come in, face first, don't care.
Yeah. Jeez.
It is what it is. However it plays out is how it plays out.
You've had a lot to say about the MMA and the MMA fighters, right?
I just said that boxing was first. We laid the groundwork. So every other sport that comes along that's contact should respect who laid the groundwork, which is boxing, the sport that I come from. No disrespect to no mixed martial arts or no fight clubs or nothing of that nature. But you must realize, I don't know no other fighter that's in mixed martial arts that's making $30 and $50 million a pop.
Yeah, they're not the draw. I mean, the pay-per-views they do can't do anything that boxing. Done financially.
I mean, last year, me myself with the great help of course, HBO, the vehicle who helped get me to this point, but not just HBO, but Leonard Ellerby, Al Hammond, and my whole team who helped me get to this point has truly been a blessing. I mean, because anytime you call, of course, you see the quotes that's in the newspaper. Anytime you call Mr. Ellerby phone, is if you ain't calling for $20 million and up, don't call at all. But and it's really the number is really higher than $20 million. We just say $20 million just to keep it at a low.
What do you want? You're trying to kind of like just keep it like humble. That's $20 million. That's a nice problem to have. $20 million and up. You got some water for?
You're undefeated, right?
Yes, sir.
Who have you ever been rocked where you went like, I think I'm rocked, and obviously pulled out of it. But
I've been hit with a good punch before, and I said, "Are you sure I chose this to be my job?" And so, you
never thought you were in jeopardy, though, of maybe like, wow, I'm kind of in trouble over here.
Absolutely not. It's just that I'm still in boxing to clean the sport up. We got Mayweather Promotions to clean the sport up. We moving on. We also do business with the mixed martial arts and UFC or things of that nature, But boxing comes first. And there's not a bigger or a better promotion company than Mayweather Promotions. The reason why I'm right where I'm at today and on this plateau is because of self-promotion. And can't nobody sell Floyd Money Mayweather better than Floyd Money Mayweather.
Are you tempted to get into, because Tyson had talked about getting involved with the MMA. It was talked about for a little while, and then he kind of stopped for whatever reason. Is that something that interests you at all, or are you just...
Well, me myself, I'm a lot older and a lot smarter, more mature now. I look at everything as a businessman. Honestly, as a businessman, we look forward to just making major moves. Any move we make, we want it to be major. Nothing small. Everything major.
Are you guys the headline fight at WrestleMania? It's got to be. Like
I said before, there's no promoter bigger than Floyd Money Mayweather. At first, I was just a preliminary bout that was on the card. Now I'm the main event. And just like yesterday, when you went to the press conference, no disrespect to the other wrestlers, I have the utmost respect for the other wrestlers. But when you left the press conference, it's only one name you thought about. It's only one face you thought about. And because I'm outside the box, and that's what we try to do. We try to be outside the box. What Mayweather Promotion brings to the table, we try to make the impossible possible. We doing the Jay-Z and Mary J tour. We done the Beyonce tour. We done the Chris Brown and Bow Wow tour. So Mayweather Promotions are doing so many different things, getting involved in so many other fields. It's truly a blessing.
Now, being a professional fighter and a champion, I mean, you obviously have to kind of hold back if people try you in public. When's the last time you had an altercation that was something that you understand what I mean? Like, the reason I don't hit people in public is because I'm not a particularly good fighter, so I probably get knocked out a lot. What stops you from doing it? That would just feel so good to be able to walk into a bar and knock anybody's teeth out.
No, we can't. Well, last time I got into an altercation where I was Big Show, actually.
Oh, yeah?
That was legit, huh?
Oh, yeah. I feel good.
Yeah.
What me and Big Show is doing Sunday is not like what every other wrestler, is doing. Mm-hmm. It is no holds bar. May the best man win.
It's definitely gonna be interesting.
I mean, he don't like me, and I don't like him. Period.
I keep picturing like Hulk Hogan throwing Rocky out of the ring.
Yeah, right.
Gonna happen though, right?
It's like Rocky 3. Vince is trying to get Rocky 3 going.
Well, anything is possible.
Right.
That's why we want all the fans that's tuning in right now on the best station in the nation, listen to the best fighter in the world. You must tune in Sunday and watch.
You forgot the best radio show in America.
This is the.
Man, you might as well drag us into this.
Of course, your best station in the nation.
Best show.
Okay, best show.
Smart ass.
Okay, no problem. If it's a show, they still got to tune in.
There you go. You're right.
I will say this: I'm not a wrestling fan. I don't watch wrestling, but this fight
You would watch this.
I'm aware of.
Yeah.
I want to see it, and it's really.
I'm nervous a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm honest with you guys. I'm nervous a little bit.
What are you nervous about? That he's going to throw you out of the ring, or that he's going to do some kind of damage that's going to hurt you, like for the future?
It could happen.
That was a stupid question. What else would he be nervous about?
really.
He's going to do his taxes and cheat and get caught. Idiot. But this music means that we're running out of
Damn it.
Of show.
Oh,
We're here
man.
till
We're
9
actually
o'clock.
running late.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't think you were going to make it. We're actually glad you came.
92.3 K-Rock.
Floyd Mayweather obviously fighting the big show. WrestleMania Sunday night. I think it's 8 o'clock.
7 o'clock, Jimmy, I believe, on pay-per-view.
7 p.m. on pay-per-view. And the Citrus Bowl in Orlando.
7 p.m. Eastern.
Eastern time. WrestleMania.com for info.
How much is it? The pay-per-view.
$1.50.
$40?
It's a bargain at any
Well, I'm
price.
home Sunday. I just want to know.
Yeah, now you got to check it out,
We're going
right?
to throw down.
I'm definitely
Good luck,
paying for
man.
it.
I would
you.
love to see you knock that big dumb monster out. That would really make me happy.
I'm going to try.
Well, if worst comes to worst, just bring a pipe in the ring. How great would that be? Just pull the pipe and just smash them.
Yeah,
Well,
who's gonna
these
call
guys,
ya?
Jimmy.
Always
They can always jump in.
always got slick tricks up my sleeve.
Is the entourage going to be at ringside?
Yeah, they got
Oh, that's,
yeah,
the
right.
that's the family.
Wow, man.
We don't believe in talking about it. We don't believe in calling them an entourage or a posse. We believe in calling it a social gathering or a family.
Well, Big Show's in trouble.
Some socializing.
If Big Show does the wrong thing, he's in deep
Yeah.
trouble looking at these guys
They
over
seem
here
very
in the corner.
lighthearted. You know,
Yeah,
fun
lighthearted. All right, we got to go over to XM. Thank you so
All right,
much.
thank
sir.
you so much.
Thanks,
God
man.
bless.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, we're off to XM, and have a good day. Oh, Nick DiPaolo, Caroline's tonight.
Caroline's 8 o'clock. NickTip.com.
The Opie and Anthony Show. XM 202.
In the world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio Bad Boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio Shock Jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Shock Jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock Jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock Jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
What happened to you? I put 380 to my chest and I pulled the trigger. Hey, how did help show up for you?
The question is, why did help show up for you?
This is where entertainment is going.
They are sick freaks.
Right, so you're kind of like a transvestite or transsexual. Sorry. Okay.
On your underwear, do you have a sign that says, "Pardon our appearance for remodeling"?
This is the worst show This is the worst show I've ever been on.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
And here we are at XM Satellite Radio. Nick DiPaolo has made the walk. Money Mayweather has not made the walk. That was a very interesting interview, by the way.
Yeah, he was. I mean, again, he looked like he was really tired because I heard someone said they were out late night the night before. And,
Really?
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
Him and his family, as they said.
Yeah.
Not a posse.
Probably the most intimidating group of people I've ever seen in my life. I just got to be completely honest. There were 4 guys that were much bigger than Kenny, and Kenny is huge. Kenny is 6'5" and close to 300 pounds, I would guess. The one guy was 7 foot tall, and Kenny said he was probably pushing 400 pounds of pure fucking muscle. The other guy was at least 6'9". Another guy was 6'6" and wide.
Yeah, with arms like
and then
hand.
And then they had some small guys in the area of 6'3", 6'4".
280, 285.
Shit.
They were the biggest guys. They reminded me. I'll tell you, the scariest entourage I've ever seen, or group, whatever we're going to call it, was when I was at a press junket for MTV. Snoop was there.
Oh, yeah.
And the big guy, there was people didn't see. The biggest guy was about 7 feet, and every one of Snoop's guys was that big. There was 6
Really?
of them that big. I mean, it was a wall of fucking It was a Japanese monster movie. It was fucking... And the reason, I think one of the reasons is because these guys have to be careful about carrying pistols because they get searched. And if they get pulled over, I mean, you're going to go to jail if you have a fucking pistol. So they need some kind of a visual deterrent. And when you're walking into these places where they wand you, you can't have a gun. So you bring these fucking monsters. And I think also they like the way
I'd rather fight a guy with a fucking gun than those guys.
Yeah.
I think you have a better chance of living.
Yeah, no kidding. I was hoping they were going to make the walkover because I want to sit down the family. It's obvious they're very intimidating and scary and could just tear our heads off our bodies. But I wanted to, like, maybe get into what they find funny.
I wanted to say this.
What do you find funny?
Maybe they would, Disney movies.
Killing white people. That's pretty much what I think.
I was going to go, this is the family. Which one's Fredo? Oh, the 6'5" one. That's 380. That's Fredo.
I'm smart. I've never seen Nick Carter more excited. He comes running in and he's like, what do you got to say now, motherfucker?
Yeah. Nothing,
like, what
stupid.
Are you talking about?
We talk behind your back just like Jeremiah Wright does ours.
And then the door opens and these monsters walk in. Monsters!
Yeah, they're big dudes.
They refuse to smile or acknowledge that...
oh, they don't like us. Let's be honest. That's what I like about him.
Floyd was nice, though. He came in
He was
at the end.
very congenial.
Shook hands with everybody in the room, and he's a gentleman, man. He's and he'll also fucking break your jaw.
He'll kill you.
And
Jimmy,
one of the best fighters in the world.
Jimmy did a great job of the interview, and you were asking like questions about this this fight he's having with Big Show during WrestleMania, like it's going to be a real fight. Now I'm not sure if it is, because usually this stuff is like pre-planned and they got a thing going on. But I hear that. Money Mayweather actually broke Big Show's nose.
Yeah.
Maybe he was supposed to, like, you know, go in there and do a little something, but I guess it got real. Maybe because Mayweather didn't size him up right or whatever.
Right.
Where's Sam, our wrestling expert?
Because he really is a big dude. When you punch a guy that big.
And I don't want
to reach him.
And I don't want you to do the company line today because you're well known with the WWE.
Okay.
Did Mayweather really break Big Show's nose, or was that all a bit?
Well, no, it was not a bit because his nose was swollen and bleeding directly after he punched him. It wasn't like camera tricks or anything.
Yeah.
Now,
but Big Show's the type of guy he might have even said, "Just break my nose." Like, that's like getting like no, I'm serious. That's like getting a hangnail to you and I. Like I can take this.
You don't like break the Big Show's nose and then they offer you a gig. You know what I mean? Like if he was not supposed to hit the Big Show hard, he wouldn't.
This is the guy that believed Vince blew up in the limo. Come on.
Well,
why are we questioning?
This is the actor that plays Sam.
He's ripping off your bit.
Hey! Bit court.
Two demerits.
He may have been supposed to hit him, but not that hard. Whatever.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Like, something went awry.
Well, you might have just said, go ahead, punch me in the face, just don't break my jaw.
Yeah, but how is this going to look good?
He broke his nose.
How is this fight going to look good as part of WrestleMania there, Sam?
I don't know. They haven't even...
Sam, comment?
They haven't even made clear how they're working it. Like at the press conference yesterday, they won't say whether it's a boxing match.
Big Show
or
can take a lot.
Yeah,
Big Show is going to be able to take a lot of body punches from Mayweather.
Yeah.
So how does this work? And if Big Show could just get his arms around him, it's over.
Yep.
Yeah. Is the family going to be running in and that?
Absolutely. They're going to be like, that's what's probably going to happen. It's going to be like an altercation. The family runs in. The Big Show's got people. They all start hitting each other.
Guys, it's Rocky, was it 3 with Hulk?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
When Paulie jumps in the ring with...
Right. Paulie got the chair.
This is what I picture. I picture Big Show picking him up and trying to bear hug him.
Thunder lips.
Yeah.
There's Thunder Lips and fucking Rocky
That's
Balboa.
what I see, no?
They did a thing on Raw like a couple weeks ago where the Big Show actually did pick him up and gorilla
I saw
press
that.
slam.
I saw that, yeah.
Because Floyd did have his whole crew at ringside, but then basically every single wrestler in the locker room came out.
They don't care about Floyd's crew. Big Show is 7 feet and he's a professional wrestler. He would throw those bodyguards around. He's a fucking pro wrestler. He doesn't care about
how old is Big Show? He's been around a while now.
Yeah, but he started young.
17.
I mean,
He's probably still in his 30s.
Late 30s.
Those guys don't live long, guys that big. You know that?
No.
No.
They
not at all.
can't. They, something about their heart having to pump blood up to fucking 12 stories to their head.
Massive skull.
I don't know.
I'm so fascinated by guys like that. We were walking over, I was thinking, like, how nice would it be to be like a Liddell or a Rampage, where as big as those guys are, there's not a person in the room that intimidates you.
You know what? You'd be a fucking problem. It's good that you're puny.
I know.
Because you'd be a problem.
If you're a big guy, your attitude, because you seem like you want it so bad just to beat people up. You'd be that guy that just beats people up for nothing.
No, but I'm saying, like, to know, like, that if a guy 7 feet tall came after you, like, to know that he couldn't outbox Mayweather, but he could get him against the wall on the floor, and then it's all over.
Yeah, but that's where the posse comes in. See, they don't fight 1-on-1.
Well, I'm saying,
It's 7-on-1. They travel in packs for a reason. Up.
The stomping.
And in the words of Keith Robinson, they don't play fight.
Ah, come on, man.
Keith goes, black people don't play fight.
Here they go. See that?
That's Mayweather.
That's Mayweather
that's
right
him.
there.
Getting thrown.
See, that's right out of Rocky 3.
Yeah,
absolutely. Throwing him out of the ring, but he's caught by
convenient
by all the
people that
wrestlers.
were
that
placed
just happened to be in that
ringside.
place. Why wouldn't Big Show turn around and go somewhere else with this? Look,
yeah,
that's pretty impressive though. Just throws him over the top ring and
thank
You got to love Mayweather for letting him do it, too.
I know. Like
guy's
you
a
said, this
fucking-
guy's worth trillions.
And
He
they're-
lands wrong, breaks his shoulder or whatever.
It's over.
Hey, there's the real family jumping in. I didn't know they were part of the.
They're part of the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, they get in there nice.
Oh, okay. So it's going to get the big black guy
yeah.
that's 7 foot is going to go
That's all
toe to
the
toe
guy.
with
Oh,
Big
now it
Show.
looks like he hurt his arm.
There's the guy that was there today, the bald dude with the glasses.
Yeah. And he hurt his elbow.
He looks like
selling
Jim
it.
Brown, didn't he?
He's trying to sell it.
He is selling it pretty good. He didn't really fall hard. Let's be honest here, Sam.
No.
Can we see that throw again?
And where does he break
He
his
landed
nose?
on a
Yeah,
table
where
of
does he
people.
punch him in the nose?
That was a different clip.
Yeah, that was at the pay-per-view called No Way Out.
That happened on Larry King.
No way
What
out.
happened? How important is the crowd that you throw him into?
This is a fucking...
He would just hit the floor.
Look at this. Look at how big this fucking dude is.
I know. Look at the...
Oh, yeah, the Big Show is just ridiculous.
Why is he throwing him? They all catch him.
Yeah,
Yeah, why didn't he throw him just like... If he would have thrown him 4 feet over to one side, just walked
Just
2 more
cement.
steps,
Yeah.
he'd have landed
Right on the
flat
cement.
on the cement, problem solved.
Those guys are like 5 dogs waiting for a milk bone that would just had their arms out like this.
Yeah, waiting to catch him.
Big Show's 36, thanks to the fans. And a lot of people saying, and I believe it too, it's all a work, 100%, even the breaking of the nose.
Come on. It's
I heard
gotta
somebody
be.
yell "cut" at the end of the scene.
Yeah. Steve, what
Bob
do you got?
Bussey.
You all right?
It's all real. Trust me.
Yeah.
What is this?
A bit from Derek? About what?
All right, well.
Is this the punch in the nose?
Yeah, that's when the
right.
Here it is. We're
the
gonna
Big
see
Show
it.
came out.
Big Show comes out. He's getting the adulation from the fans. He's not dressed to wrestle. He's dressed in a suit.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be doing some big business deal, I'm sure.
I mean, they're not a...
Smiling. Look at that.
He's heading to Barney's for a tie.
It's a comforter.
Yeah, look at the
It's like
size
the
of that.
AIDS quilt with buttons. Jesus, look at the
Walking
shoulders
up
on this
the
freak.
stairs.
Look
Yeah,
at
he's
this.
not
To the
intimidated by
ring.
Oh my God.
And Andre the Giant was about 4 to 5 inches taller than the Big Show.
Yeah.
And that Russian is 1.5 taller.
Yeah, what is he?
The
8?
Big Show
8'5".
goes over the
8'5".
top rope when he
8'5"
steps in the ring.
wrestler?
No, he's a
It's
regular
just,
guy.
it's ridiculous.
And now we can't sit
And
through
now
the
blah blah
babbling.
blah. He's talking. When does the punch come? A little later. Little later. What
There
the?
he goes. He grabs Rey Mysterio.
All right, he's grabbing Rey Mysterio.
Who's also very
So looks
small.
Who's very
Jesus,
mysterious.
I guess. Looks like Gary
He's
Coleman.
Bitch is
Nah.
lapping him. Oh, now
there-
he's
yeah.
he's taunting
Who's that? Is that supposed to be Mayweather?
Mayweather in the
Yeah,
crowd.
Mayweather's there.
Oh, he's in the crowd. Okay.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's got that front row seat.
Yeah.
He's a big star. Where's he
Oh,
going to
of
sit?
course, of
That's
course.
a good point.
There's director Oliver Stone yelling action.
Now,
Mayweather shaking his head like,
yeah,
oh, man.
Oh, Mayweather. Oh boy.
Oh,
Rey
He's over the
Mysterio is
top rope.
Mayweather's friend.
this is like a convenience store in Brooklyn.
He's
All right, he punched him once. That's
Did
cute.
he? Did he punch him?
They're kind of in the gut a little bit. And now he pushes
Oh, he shoves
Mayweather.
Mayweather.
Mayweather comes back a little push.
What? Wouldn't the
He shoves Mayweather, and the fucking guys are all holding Mayweather back.
yeah holding
not
it
very,
back?
not very good though.
Why wouldn't
They're not
they-
doing a good
And
job
the
of
big
it.
the show gets on his fucking knees. And
Oh, there it is.
All right, he punched
he
him in the
did.
nose.
He landed a couple
Yeah,
of shots.
he did kind of
fucking
punch him
lit
in the
up
side of
and
the
then hauled
face.
ass out of there.
Now they're running.
And he ran. I don't blame him.
You know something though? The Big Show, he's meant to take shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm a
He's like Big
wrestler.
A.
Some of these guys are insane. I know it's a work, but a lot of these guys go, look, I'll take the broken
That's the
nose for the
thing.
bit.
God,
No,
look
I
at
agree.
Shane.
Absolutely.
You know, so
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shano's looking so much like Vince these days.
That's Shane.
Yeah,
Oh, is
Shane
that his
O'Mac.
kid?
Yeah.
Shane McMahon.
That's how old I am. Oh my God.
Remember when he was like, yeah,
I remember
fresh-faced little kid.
Well, I remember when Vince was a fresh face. You know, I was like 8 years old. Saturday afternoon, Channel 9.
I performed at his
the
bachelor
Tanaka
party.
brothers. Who's
Shane?
Oh,
Bob,
did you?
I with Bob Levy. I want to be in wrestling. I'm telling you, fucking idiot. I'm going to be a wrestler.
You got the name for it, Bob. That's it.
Tallest man in the world is in China. He's 8'11". Thank you, Sergeant G from Iraq.
Is he really?
And then you got Michael Williams from Michigan. He writes, Nick Dip rules. I'm glad he's been on more.
Thank you.
He does a good job of representing the angry white man.
Thank you.
Or something like that.
I kept my mouth shut when the big
angry Whitey's point of view.
And that Mayweather smelled good.
I know.
God damn, he smelled good. I wanted to ask him what kind of cologne it was.
Smelling?
I was just sitting next to him. He smelled like a rich guy.
I think it was Old Spice.
No, Nick, it had to be something more than that.
This is what you got something, Jimmy?
No, I forgot. The guy said something.
No.
What did the guy say before?
Sam kissed a homeless gay guy. After he spent the morning blowing guys at a glory hole. Not Sam. He didn't do that, but the homeless guy did. Homeless guy blowing guys at a glory hole all morning. He had to brag about it, that it was all morning, not just a quickie. And then Sam happened to run upon this guy in the street and decided he needed to kiss him.
I didn't decide.
Wait a minute.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks for coming by.
First of all.
All right.
My mic's not on anymore.
What?
You did decide you needed to kiss him.
Yeah, that's all that the people need to know, and Nick needs to know. Who's going to be at Caroline's tonight?
Tonight,
Thanks.
8 o'clock.
Thanks, Sam, for the wrestling knowledge.
And good luck with the AIDS.
Right.
Yeah. Wait till you wake up with purple patches all over your forehead in about a week. It won't be so funny.
I want to kiss more guys.
Stop with the... What?
I want to kiss more guys.
Will you stop?
It was not me.
I want to kiss more guys.
That's it. I really got to turn
on
your mic for good now. Enough.
It's recording.
Yeah, sure it is.
I want to kiss more guys.
Not me.
Oh, Sam.
Oh,
Here's you, Sam. We're standing right here.
All right. Thank you, Sam. This was put together by Derek.
Hillary Clinton is running for president. Hillary Clinton has a spotty memory.
I certainly do remember that trip to Bosnia.
These events never happened.
And I remember landing under sniper fire.
Alzheimer's is a devastating illness that affects millions of people worldwide.
Okay, listen up. Did anybody see a sniper? Did anybody see anything? Anybody see a sniper?
Including Hillary Clinton.
There was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport.
Murphy receiving enemy sniper fire. 8-ball is down.
But instead, we just ran with our heads down to get into the vehicles.
Give generously to the Hillary Clinton Alzheimer's Foundation.
It was a moment of great pride for me.
This promotional message is complete bullshit.
Very, very good.
That's good. And then
Yes.
and then Hillary said, "Yeah, I'm gonna put it right up that big bitch's ass." That's right. Hillary, would you like to surf?
I misspoke.
What the fuck?
Misspoke. They could just get away with anything they want by saying...
That's a big misspoke.
You ever have a gun pointed at you, fucking live gun? You don't ever forget it. Right?
And then one of her stupid reps said, "Oh, what happened was there was gunfire up in the hillsides."
Yeah, in Nebraska.
Yeah, exactly.
Twats on.
And she makes it sound like, they had to run from the plane to the convoy and get to the base because she was under fire. That's misspeaking?
Everyone says
that's
she's
lying.
She's lying.
That's
a
a fucking
liar.
outright lie. You
Yeah.
can't. No way you can talk your way out of that.
No.
I mean,
No.
misspoken was like I had red shoes on that day. No, they happen to be blue.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Misspoke.
She's a liar. And wait, what was her comment on this now? Has she said anything about this or no?
No, she wants it to go away. Believe me.
Yeah, she did say something on it. She said, I would never go to a church with Jeremiah. She tried to throw it back in Barack's lap.
Right,
That's what
she did say that. She goes, if I was in a church and my pastor said something like that, she goes, I think it's clear what I would do.
Yeah,
she
duck
didn't
under
say.
sniper fire, you cunt. What would you do? Fucking liar. I don't even care about Wright. This is what a shitty campaign she's running. He was embarrassed by this fucking Jeremiah Wright thing. This was bad.
Oh, yeah,
And then this
very.
dumb bitch fucking... Right. Well, then again, she lied all those years. Why?
Great timing, too.
Great timing.
I
bailed
know.
him out.
She was actually gaining momentum because of the whole Jeremiah Wright thing.
Had him a little
And
wobbly.
then she sticks her fat ankle in her fat mouth.
Her spiritual advisor is David Duke. What a fucking idiot she is. Wonder why he stuck a cigar in that girl's cunt. Hillary said she'd do it and she lied. Oh, she's fucking sucks. What a fucking beating she's taking in the poll. I'm telling you, Obama is going to be the next president.
Oh,
is
he?
he?
No,
Man, McCain's age.
It's gonna be
That's my
McCain.
only issue with him is, look, I do want the war to be over.
Doesn't
I don't give a
matter.
fuck about freedom for them. I don't care if they all just eat dirt and enslave each other. I want the economy better. I really don't care anymore. I'm fucking tired of it.
I know. But what happened? I mean, you work till May to pay your fucking taxes.
Yeah.
You work till May, everybody.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker's, he's going to raise them.
Yeah, there's
That's
no
enough for me
qualms
right
about
there.
it.
What
They-
the fuck? And then you want to give illegals drivers? How is that going to, in the debates? And
Yeah.
you think that Clinton's campaign is digging up shit in Obama. Wait till the Republicans get a hold of him. I'm
Yeah.
sure they probably sitting on shit right now.
Oh, absolutely
Like
they
that guy
are.
that blew him in a limo.
We actually have video of him being blown.
That guy sounded like Dick Morris.
You know, we got to play Larry Sinclair one more time because it is XM. You got to hear the fine language.
Uncensored.
Up to the point
stuff.
where I don't care who gets elected. It wouldn't even bother me if
doesn't matter.
Obama. It doesn't matter.
I don't have
In the
any,
end, it doesn't matter.
I don't
think
have
you're
faith
right,
that-
Hope.
I'm
I don't
done
have
with
faith that they're going to lower
caring
the
about
taxes.
politics.
To be
Me
honest
too.
with you, because the war is so expensive, I don't have
Yeah.
faith that we're going to pay less because the war is just so fucking expensive, man. It's a big expense.
It really is.
It's one of those huge expenses that aren't real money, though. It's
Yeah.
too much money
We're
for
not
it to
gonna-
be real
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, we
It's
already
like,
owe everybody everything.
It's just shoved off onto some national debt that somehow, in years to come, when someone else gets in there, they figure it all out. Like
Yeah.
Clinton cleaned it up for a while. There was no debt. It was great. He had a balanced budget and everything.
And that's exactly how, like, the neocons look at it.
Yeah,
Seriously.
of course.
They go, we're not going to pay for it. Spend your
Fuck
fucking
it.
ass off. It really is
Fuck.
hilarious.
Just
That's
do
how
it.
they look at it, you know? They're like, we're not going to fucking... Cheney almost said it like a couple years ago.
Yeah, he came close.
What's that? A bullet costs $450? Who gives a fuck? We're not going to pay this back. It's
That's the
really
beauty
beautiful.
of the whole thing.
It really is.
Ah, come on.
Larry Sinclair, Uncensored. We've been playing this guy all morning long. His video is way better than just the audio. He's a
Creepy.
kook.
He sounds
He's
like a real
creepy.
goo gobbler. What's he look like?
He's one of those compulsive
Goo
liars
gobbler.
he's a compulsive liar that believes what he's saying.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
You think he believes it?
I absolutely do.
Completely believes it.
I absolutely do.
I don't think this guy's trying to be a YouTube
that
sensation
nutty,
out
huh?
of nowhere. I think he's like, wait, I know how I can get my message out. I got to make my I got to make a YouTube video. On
I
this.
think he
He's
sucked
a kook.
a young black cock years ago. I think he thinks it's Barack. There's probably a guy that looks like Obama. Skinny fucking mocha latte colored guy who's really well endowed, slender belly.
Hi, my name is Larry Sinclair. I'm making this video and posting it on YouTube because of an incident involving myself and Senator Barack Obama between November 3rd and November 8th of 1999 in the Chicago, Illinois area. The mainstream media and Obama himself has done greatly to prevent this story from becoming public. During those time periods in 1999, I met Obama at an upscale lounge in Chicago, Illinois. After having a few drinks, Obama and I left in my limo, began to drink. Mr. Obama acquired powder cocaine for my use, crack cocaine for his use. I performed oral sex on Senator Obama, who at the time was a state representative for the state of Illinois. Mr. Obama knows these allegations to be true. I'm challenging Mr. Obama to come forth, be honest, stop claiming that his drug use is limited to his teenage years. 1999, you weren't a teenager. 1999, you were a state representative for the people of the state of Illinois. 1999, I performed oral sex on you in the back of my limo, as well as in my hotel room in Gurnee, Illinois, 2 days later.
The Red Roof Inn in
If you
Gurney.
challenge this,
Gurney.
the authenticity of this allegation, I challenge you to take a polygraph test, as I will submit to as well. These allegations are true and need to be told to the public. Let the public decide whether Mr. Obama is being forthright and honest. Thank you.
Just think how if this guy's father's a Republican, how bittersweet that is.
Yeah.
If it's true. All right, my son sucked off this black guy in the back of a limo, but it'll fucking get the Republicans in there. Good boy.
Yeah, tomorrow he's going to come out with one said he fucked McCain in the ass on a boat trip.
I also shared anal nitrate.
That
with
would be
John
hysterical.
McCain.
Yeah, he keeps coming out every day with a different one.
And snowballed him in the back of my limo.
Hillary Clinton gave me a ruby shower.
I pink something in the back of my limo.
No.
And she slammed it in the door, and it dragged like a fucking coat tie.
Hillary Clinton strapped on a dildo and fucked my ass and gave me a pink sock.
I licked the
in
taint.
Gurney, in Gurney, Illinois.
In Gurney. She slammed the limo door on her own fucking pink sock
Her
asshole.
pink sock, and dragged it like a jacket sleeve hanging out someone's fucking car door.
And she jumped and went, ow, it pinches. It pinches.
Donald Rumsfeld tossed my salad in the back of a taxi.
I love this guy. Fucking Larry rules.
It would be great
Sinclair
if he let
rules.
this one roll for a while and then came out with allegations about Hillary.
Exactly.
Or McCain.
Yeah.
I was in the POW camp sucking McCain's cock as he was being beaten by VC.
His arms were broken when I held them behind his back to lick his asshole in a mock interrogation scene. That's right.
Ah, shit.
Right. I straddled Nancy Reagan's chest and titty fucked her till they both fell off. Ronald Reagan put his colon on my mouth and I ate it out.
Yeah.
I scalp fucked John F. Kennedy in Dallas in the early 60s.
Just a fag zelig.
Zeldwink.
I stuck my dick in Kennedy's exit wound and then came right on his frontal lobe.
I masturbated on Lady Bird Johnson's shoes in the back of my limousine.
And I'm only 22 years old.
Larry Sinclair is a goose.
Oh, that's a good
certainly
question from
is.
Jason from Columbus. Think this guy ever got pulled over and tried to bribe a cop asking, we could take care of this right here in Gurney.
Right here in Gurney. I figured we'd take care of it. You know, here in Gurney.
Here in Gurney. See, he's unzipping his fly, you know? Right here in Gurney.
Oh, I don't know. Step out of the vehicle, sir.
What's the phrase he said? A bunch of people are commenting about Dr. Steve. Where is Dr. Steve? Yeah. Has done greatly. Nice English, dumbass. Coming in from Dr. Steve.
Well, the guy maybe is not talking about the best English, but he's talking about Obama copping drugs for both of them, sucking his cock.
Yeah.
Dr. Steve is harping on his fucking his dangling participles.
You suck his cock?
I love I love the stereotypical copping of the drugs. The cocaine for the white man and the crack for the black man.
Regular Coke and then extra
noticed that?
crispy
Yeah, right.
for Obama.
right.
Fucking.
Wouldn't it be funny if Hillary loses another 10 points next week in the poll? So she starts trying to, fucking edge this story on.
Legitimize this one?
Yeah, I don't know about Jeremiah Wright, but
There's something about how he says it. He believes what he's saying.
And Bill's
I'm
like,
with
you
Jimmy
heard
on
what
that
happened
one.
in Gurney.
Yeah. That's right. Hey, we got the kiss of death scene that you were talking about.
Fucking Richard
Want to
Widmark.
set this up there? Did we lose? Yeah, we lost him, right?
Died in this movie's from the 40s.
Dead. Yeah, Richard Widmark.
He died in Roxbury, Connecticut, 93 years old.
Oh, wait, we're not done with that bit, though. One more. Joe Schneider from Pittsburgh. Bob Dole put his deformed hand on my penis in my limo.
Held it like a pencil.
Right.
I terrorized Ross Perot's daughter at her own wedding while I jerked off. Thanks, Kenny.
I'm coming out to tell you that wasn't a pretzel that George W. Bush was choking on.
Got to give credit here.
That's funny.
Very good.
Oh, Thomas Overbeck's on fire with this bit.
I fingered the ass of Squeaky Fromm as she attempted to shoot Gerald Ford, and then he fell down the stairs.
And his cock went in my mouth.
I ate out Barbara Bush's dried up snatch in the back of a dump truck.
His frosty Snow White pubes.
I filleted 8 pilots that were killed when Jimmy Carter tried to send them to rescue the hostages in 1980.
I once fucked FD.
I kicked him out of. I kicked Franklin Delano Roosevelt out of his wheelchair,
and then
I
fucked him in the shithole.
while Eleanor ate my girlfriend's pussy.
Someone is saying that, Chris P. from Philly, yeah, he sounds a little like Paul R. Nelson.
I'm Paul R. Nelson.
Stephen S. from Bayshore writes, what happens in Gurney obviously doesn't stay in Gurney.
No.
It's a shitty name for a town.
Gurney.
Named after something you take fucking injured people out of.
Yeah, if you're fucking sucking dick in Gurney, holy shit, is your life fucked?
There's only one way to go.
You're bragging about it on YouTube.
I got my asshole fingered in bedpan.
I'm actually playing the Funny Bone in Gurney next week.
In Gurney.
Yeah. Right here in Gurney.
Great town.
All right, we got this fine scene from Kiss of Death that Jimmy was referring to earlier, and we lost this fine actor. He was 93 years old.
Richard Widmark.
Yes.
You know what I do to Squealy? I let him have it in the belly. So they can roll around for a long time thinking it over. You're worse than him. You're telling me he's coming back. You lying old hag.
Hey, that's some tough talk.
No, I'm taken. Let me go. No.
On a train, huh?
Hey, where you going? No.
Sounds like one of Norton's dates.
Not outside. I can't move. I'm sick.
Oh my God! That's pretty edgy for like 1930.
That's classic.
That's.
Oh, that ain't edgy for 1930. That's a comedy.
I like to see that
1930.
reenacted with Stephen Hawking.
No, please, no.
Is that great? That sinister laugh as he considers, like, he sees what he's about to do, and he's like, it tickles him.
It's like this. I crack me up. I'm gonna push it down the fucking stairs.
That was in the 40s.
That shit goes on in nursing homes every day, you know.
I want to hear Victor Mature
They
talking
deserve
to the
it.
woman.
Huh?
Oh, Nick! Nick loves fucking Nick.
Can we get that one too?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we take a quick break? We got some fine Sambos in front of us right now. We got to get to Nick DiPaolo in studio playing Caroline's tonight here in New York City.
Oh shit! That could be line of the day. But I ain't gonna repeat it.
Let's go to break. What was it?
I didn't hear it because I was too busy helping you out, Nick.
Oh, dude, no.
Thanks, Hope.
Hysterically funny.
I know, I just missed it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's so wrong.
All right.
Ugh. Oh.
Oh, hey.
Ugh. Oh.
Ugh. Hey.
Yes. Oh, fuck.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey. Oh.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What the hell's going on here?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Awful. They're just awful. Awful people.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Opie and Anthony, Nick DiPaolo in studio. Someone writes, can someone give that ferret-faced, caustic conservative his own Saturday Night Virus show? He kills on his shitty basement web show. I think that's a compliment. Nick, I think that was a compliment there.
I know, ferret face.
Well, I don't know about that.
What the hell was
but
that?
I don't look at you that closely
I'll
there.
take it anyways.
I listen to you very closely, though.
Hope, I'm doing blog TV from my basement.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Why
I'm getting
not?
paid to do it.
You're going to be the next Larry Sinclair. What are you going to be admitting on your blog TV show?
Yeah.
This is Nick DiPaolo.
Some of my biggest fans are from Gurney.
Gurney.
Bunch of hair-lip fags.
Fuck Gurney. Fuck Gurney in its ass.
Yeah, no kidding. And getting back to the Richard Widmark thing, a quote from the great Richard Widmark, who we lost overnight.
Yeah.
That damn laugh of mine. For 2 years after that picture, you couldn't get me to smile. I played the part the way I did because the script struck me as funny, and the part I played made me laugh. The guy was such a ridiculous beast. What a great quote.
That's what he said?
He was also in, All the Right Moves, too.
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding.
He played like the cranky old guy, or the guy who was trying to stop them. Turn around. He was that. Turn around and see me cry.
All the right moves with Tom Cruise, you mean?
Oh no, I'm thinking of
Yeah, you got it.
What's the movie with that song? Everybody said, turn around. That fucking Phil Collins song.
Phil Collins? What are you talking about?
I'm
Jimmy?
trying
I'm
so
You know what I
hard.
mean, don't you?
Bonnie Tyler, you know.
Da, 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 da. Turn around and see me cry.
Total Eclipse of the Heart?
No, I know that was
Turn around, Bright
I know,
Eyes.
but Bright Eyes.
Listen to me. If this
Every
is a movie,
motherfucking time.
Jeff Bridges. I think this has Jeff Bridges in it.
Yeah.
Oh, Captain Jack?
No, not that one.
Nick's just blurting shit out.
Not even a movie.
No.
It just sounds like a movie that
Yeah,
fucking...
that's it. No.
It's All the Right Moves.
Against all odds.
Against all odds.
Against all odds.
That's what I meant. All right, whatever. I had a
He
couple-
was in that?
Yeah,
shit me.
What did he play? Fucking Cobweb?
the father or whatever.
You were singing.
Fuck, he's 112.
Wow.
Turn around. Yeah, see, that's a fucking life of Phil Collins.
Oh, there it is.
Go ahead. Fuck it. I'll sing right along with it.
I will too. Ready? And go. Just finger your asshole in dirty Illinois with a condom full of dirty load. On your chin, Senator.
Gurney.
Gurney.
I want to play this dumb thing again now.
That was my brother's nickname, and I'm not kidding. We used to call him Gurney.
Gurney?
Yeah, when we were kids.
The phone's just lit today. Let's say hi to Sean in North Carolina. North Carolina, just a hotbed of activity as far as this radio show goes. We got to go down there, I'm thinking. Sean, what's up?
Yeah, welcome to Gurney. We like to say it's the mastic of the Midwest.
Mastic.
Oh, no.
We're trying to find out about Gurney. We have any
Gurney facts? Do we have
Gurney
any
facts yet?
Can you get a house there for $11?
Oh, you were in for that. I forgot.
I loved that day. That was the funniest
That was
beating I've ever
wonderful.
seen a town take.
Well, Gurney might be worse than Mastic. You
I
got
guess-
anything there,
no.
Dan?
Well,
Gurney-
Travis is collating some facts.
Oh, here comes Travis. Sit down, Travis. I want you to.
Gurney
enjoy
is the
yourself.
Shirley of the Midway.
I think Mastic might be a
Shirley.
stretch. Yeah, Mastic's a huge stretch.
What? Well, that doesn't look like a very long list.
Well, no, because it's not going to take long to prove my point, considering that the average income is $75,000, and it's home to many Chicago Bears players.
Oh,
shit.
I was hoping Gurney sucked.
That wrecks the whole
82% white.
bit.
Yeah.
It's the polar opposite of
82% white.
Mastic.
Well, let's pretend.
Gurney. What language is Gurney paradise for? What is Gurney sounds like a hell of a place.
It really is.
does.
Brian Urlacher lives there.
Ah,
What the
sorry
hell's
to
going
kill the
on,
bit.
man? You're a bit killer.
I'm sorry.
killed the bit.
I still like this Larry Sinclair.
You got to figure because, well, the whole thing could be a lie.
This guy's
You know,
sucking
Obama-
cock and snorting coke and the back of a limo in between prom dates.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I can go make up some facts if you want.
No, it's
all right.
over.
I'm
Gurney's
sorry.
a cool place, but
Great place to get your cock sucked to meet a Bears player. I'll keep this bit going. Gurney's a paradise.
Yeah.
You need a limo and a nice warm mouth from a man with a hat and some stubble.
Maybe Walter Payton got AIDS from Mr. Sinclair. You ever think of that?
That's right.
Could happen.
Absolutely. Or maybe Lyle Alzado had his brains sucked out in a limo in Gurney.
In Gurney. Right here in Gurney.
He was seen leaving with a bandana.
You're darn tootin' it was Gurney.
how many people do you think out there are going to just work the word gurney into their conversation today?
Gurney.
4,237.
Oh, my God. We shut up. Fucking shut the fuck up. Larry Literal.
Oh,
has
no.
made his appearance today. Just shut the fuck up. Just work in gurney, even if the person has no clue what you're talking about.
Pam Babcock. Everybody remember who she is?
Yeah.
Pam Babcock. Aside from having a very funny name, she is the woman who spent nearly 2 years in a bathroom sitting on the toilet. So long, in fact, that her ass, much like a tree that grows around a signpost on the side of the road, grew around the toilet seat, and she had to be removed by paramedics with the toilet seat. And, well, there's an update on her.
Uh-oh.
She's still alive. Still alive. Her ass welded to a toilet seat, and she's still alive. You better make that deal.
Sonny was hot for that septic tank, wasn't he?
Well, that's bad luck for you and bad luck for me. You don't peel her ass off the knee. By the way, I was in that line waiting for that bathroom. That was at an Applebee's, right? You fucking cunt.
Well, let's see. Her, I guess, live-in boyfriend, Corey McFerrin, 37, has been charged with a misdemeanor count of mistreatment of a dependent adult.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a...
Wait a minute.
You can get in trouble for that?
Is she paralyzed? Is there something wrong? I mean, other than her ass screwed to the seat.
The woman's aunt said she calls daily to the hospital to ask how Babcock's doing and asked to talk to her. Babcock has agreed to talk to her only once for about 10 minutes. And she had to go take a shit.
Haven't heard from her since. It's been 7 months.
During one call, Babcock spoke little and mostly listened to her aunt. Recounted happy family memories, like swimming, camping, and boating.
But every memory probably was like, yeah, do you remember that time we went to the soup parade? They had such a nice bathroom.
Yes, what a great what a great toilet.
That's what she talks about. It had the old-fashioned toilet, the kind you can sit under for 2 years, like and tape a Far Side calendar behind it.
Behind it, with the old pull chain.
Happy family memory. Remember, she only took 11 days to shit. Remember that? We had a party for her. What is she eating? Spackle and fucking chicken quesadillas mixed? 12 turkey wraps and a pound of silly putty. Fucking veins are popping out of her head like a fucking... Somebody fill in the blank. I'm very tired right now.
God damn. You got it, bro. Ooh. You can throw oatmeal in there if you want. I know where you're going.
Babcock.
Egg whites will do it too, my friend.
Well, you know
right.
what?
Protein. You're right.
The local diner, the guy who'd always send her food over, said, I knew there was something wrong because she would always have grits and a brick on it. Just like brick. Sounds too much like grits.
Oh, my God.
She doesn't believe in fruit.
Her wounds are still very serious.
Her
wounds are still serious. She's not out of the woods by any means. She's a very sick girl.
Was she on a toilet for a month, really?
No, for years.
2 years.
2 years. She sat on the toilet.
Nobody checked on her? This guy must love her to death, huh?
Let's see. McFerrin told authorities Babcock feared leaving the bathroom and may not have left it for 2 years, although he said he was unsure how long she was in there. He said that he took her food and water daily. He said that he repeatedly asked her to come out, but she usually replied saying, maybe tomorrow.
Imagine what the living room looks like. Hello.
Tomorrow. I'll come out of the shitter tomorrow. How awful is that? He wants to eat her pussy. He's going to put his chin on the fucking, like, hanging halfway on the
seat.
He hasn't had fucking anal sex in 2 years, this poor bastard. Unless he could, like, fucking hit a big dick and he could squat on her and aim it down and fish hook it up into her tuchus.
Into her tuchus. Fish hook it into her tuchus.
Right up into her rear.
Was it just a very comfortable toilet seat? What the fuck's going on? Is she disabled? I don't get this at all.
They're not giving enough details. People want the fucking... They don't want to know the story.
Yeah, it makes me wonder.
How did her ass grow to the seat like that? She'd have to sit there.
I can't get past what Nick's whole rant about it. With the fucking blood vessels popping in her forehead.
She's sitting in there from February to November.
Just straining her fucking hemorrhoids sound like bubble wrap popping.
They tell you not to sit on a toilet too long after you take a dump because that's what causes hemorrhoid. You know?
Your fucking shit'll hang out.
She got like Napa Valley grapes hanging out of her asshole. You bang her.
Looks like melted mozzarella coming down into the fucking toilet bowl. Hanging in there.
What was the mixture again? Quesadillas and what?
Fucking spackle and chicken quesadillas. Fucking broads.
That would give you a hurting, man.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine the fucking... It's just hilarious to me.
That really is some type of mental illness that the boyfriend was such an enabler.
That's terrific.
He must have loved her. She was in there for 2 years. He knocked twice.
Yeah. Where did he shit?
He shit in the kitchen sink with his cousin, Teddy. I don't know.
Cousin Teddy.
I would have taken... The one way to get her off that seat, he should have just karate kicked her off and watched her flesh rip and then laughed at her as she laid there by the kitty litter. Like, get up, you lazy fucking psycho.
Like a pesky label that won't peel off of something. It leaves a little on the seat.
Yeah, like an apple with a little fucking...
Comes off her ass.
Rip her off like a mattress tag.
You're embarrassing me in front of my friends.
Should have tied a chain around her neck and tied it to her back to a dump truck and just pulled her out. Toilet and all, dragged her across the street. Still stuck to her fucking ass.
Let the neighbors get a good look.
This is true. And it's, you know what's ironic?
Yeah.
Gurney, happening Gurney,
It was
Illinois.
in Gurney, right here in Gurney.
What a lying cocksucking town that's
Gurney. She couldn't shit right here in Gurney.
How great would a fire have been in that place if she's just in the bathroom begging for help? Like,
Where?
Shit or get off the, well, you know. Shit or grow to the pot.
Oh, my God.
He could have at least gone in there once a week with a spatula. And
know.
just, like, flipped her a little bit.
Her name is Pam. You think she wouldn't have gotten stuck?
Yeah, they need a no-stick Teflon toilet seat.
Jesus
Christ.
Mr. Obama knows these allegations to be true.
Yeah.
I'm challenging Mr. Obama to come forth, be honest,
He already
stop
came
claiming that his drug
Your
use is
mouth,
limited
right?
to
You
his
chop
teenage
his-
years. 1999, you weren't a teenager. 1999, you were a state representative for the people of the state of Illinois. 1999, I performed oral sex on you in the back of my limo, as well as in my hotel room in Gurney, Illinois, 2 days later.
Gurney.
Gurney.
Right here in Gurney.
That makes it funny.
The
That makes
Gurney
the story
part?
even funnier.
I know. I love Gurney.
Because that might be a town where you would get a, you know, if you're famous, you want to get a secret blowjob from a...
Yeah, from a limo driver.
Who's going to find you in Gurney?
Gurney.
I bet Obama's saying this is a lie. The whole thing happened in '96. How great would it be if he took this whole thing seriously and actually agreed to the lie detector test and they appeared together somewhere?
I want to see, like, Newt Gingrich on Fox tonight talking about this.
Yeah.
Kind of clean it up, though.
Controversy
O'Reilly.
coming out of Gurney.
Yeah, the no
today.
spin zone.
Yeah.
We're here in Gurney.
It starts here.
Stephen S. from Bayshore is writing that good old Miss Babcock needed a visit from Richard Winmark.
Yes! Push her down the
Tie her
stairs
up with a
toilet
cord, put her in that dopey toilet of hers. Oh, toilet.
You know, just laughing.
All of a sudden, you just start unscrewing the toilet. She's like, "What are you doing?"
You know what
I've
I
had
do
it,
to
bitch.
shitters?
It is.
I've had it.
Just tumbling down the stairs with piss and shit flying out of the...
You shit old hag.
Why don't you hog the bathroom a little more?
I give it to him right in the colon.
I've been a holding a piss since 1937.
Oh God.
He's just giggling at the anticipation of her fucking just careening down the stairs.
Tearing off the seat at the
That's what I
bottom of the
like.
stairs.
Well, that's a wonderful update, Anthony. Thanks for bringing that.
Oh,
to
no
us today.
problem. I
That was
enjoy
terrific.
little updates like that. We don't
Sure.
do enough of them, I don't.
I hope she's all right.
We've pretty
she'll
much
be
done
fine.
all the news for today. It's kind of a slow news day, so we're going to go into Slow News Day Trilogy.
Oh,
We like to
okay.
do this from time to time. We find stories that are worth playing on slow news days. This is what the news does, so let's take a listen.
Whoever said three's a crowd probably never saw this. 3 people, 1 board.
We're trying to break out a new record, possibly today, with a triple snowboard. There are 3 people, 1 board.
They already hold a place in the Guinness Book of World Records with their 2-man tandem board, and now they're adding more. Once they get up the mountain, they bolt the boards together 12 feet in all. But having 3 people in the driver's seat took some getting used to.
It was good. It was great. It was a lot of fun. How many times did you guys fall? I think maybe 3 times. Is that it? That's it.
Once they perfect their new skill, Sweet says they'll want to teach those who otherwise may not be able to snowboard on their own.
Put it into the adaptation center for handicap,
Yeah, that's what we
autism,
want.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
People that aren't able to ride stuff like that, you put them in the middle and cruise around and just enjoy it.
Yeah, that's fucking have Rain Man crashing into me on the fucking Black Diamond. Right. Stupid fucks. Yeah, put autistic kids on the fucking mountain so they can make me look worse as a skier and a fucking snowboarder, you ass. We strapped 11 people to a toboggan. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly. That's why we're doing the bit.
I know, it's beautiful. This shit passes at like 5 o'clock in L.A. It's the top news story.
We love this bit. It's great. We get the slow news day stories and we play them for everybody. Listen to this one.
This is horseradish. You're most likely to have come across it as the powerful paste wasabi that's eaten with sushi. And this
Sushi. Sushi.
It's eaten with sushi.
Sushi.
What is sushi?
Fucking dumb limey.
Oh, my
sushi.
God.
Yeah.
The powerful wasabi that's eaten with sushi.
Oh my God! I just pictured his fucking green English teeth. Wasabi all over him.
Are the same color as wasabi. And my breath smells like sushi. Fucking limeys.
Fucking A, man.
That's eaten with sushi. And this is an
Sushi.
With sushi.
Sounds like a hooker from Detroit. Sushi.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those things you got to do over and over again now.
That's eaten with sushi.
Sushi. You know how to say sushi, you dummy?
He knows.
Yes, of course.
That's eaten with sushi. And this is a new design of fire alarm. Inside these cans, the smell of the horseradish has been extracted and carefully stored. In Japan, scientists have been putting the new alarm to the test. Having allowed the subject to slip into a deep sleep, a button is pressed, the alarm triggered, and horseradish pumped into the bedroom.
Wake up hungry.
This man, like almost all of those taking part in the test, woke up inside 2 minutes.
What?
Nick's just fucking annoyed. What?
This is even too stupid for this bitch.
This is
fucking Jesus.
What?
Why don't you just... Billy Martin used to have a bit about how poor they were as kids, and they fucking have fire alarms, so their dad used to tape Jiffy Pop to their bedroom door.
So if the fire...
Billy Martin, that was a good bit.
It's funny.
So this is supposed to wake you up, the smell of the wasabi?
Yeah.
In 2 minutes. That's good. You fucking barbecue in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I would think a loud noise would be more effective than an odor, you dummy.
Thanks.
Why do you have a fat chick come in who just ran 12 miles in August?
That's it. I'd rather
put
have...
her ass an inch from my nose.
How about this? There you go. No, it has to smell like sushi.
Sushi.
What is
my
it?
God,
The
if we-
smell of sushi or... What a dumbass.
2 minutes is a long time for a fire to ravage your
Jesus
bedroom.
Christ.
Wake up. Wake up.
This is my new favorite S word to say.
Sushi.
It used to be sausage.
Yeah, this is fun. Sushi.
Sausage.
Everyone's, just going to call it sushi now.
So
You want to go out for sushi?
My wife's breath is going to wake me up if there's a fire.
Once the lights are back on, he explains that the smell reminded him of times when he'd swallowed too much horseradish by accident while eating sushi.
It wasn't even a mistake the first time. Okay.
Guys get the most unnatural speech kickings I've ever
Speech
heard.
pattern. They stupid English. They all talk like this. It goes up at the end. The newscasters are always doing this thing. The fuck is that?
God damn
While
it.
eating sushi, the scientist conducting the tests says he's excited at the invention's potential to save the life of those with hearing disabilities. With tests continuing, the makers of the horseradish alarm are hoping to have it on the market within the next 2 years.
Who the fuck's going to buy a horseradish alarm?
I know. Why not just make it smell like smoke?
What the fuck?
Fucking idiots.
We're working on Tabasco eyedroppers.
For the visually impaired.
Visually impaired. Those useless orbs do nothing anyway.
Fucking deaf people. Fuck them. Stupid. Those candy dishes on their head.
Oh, is that what it's for? Deaf people?
Yeah, those fucking awful,
Just
those worthless
fucking
orbs.
burn.
I just used your word, orbs.
Don't forget to replace your batteries in your wasabi. You.
Horseradish.
Well, continuing with the slow news day bit, this one's just terrific.
They are big and they are yellow, but apparently they are not very green.
The free
The
phone
Asian
books that you
basketball
get.
team.
Yes. A type of sushi.
They are big and they are yellow, but apparently they are not very green.
The free phone books that you get on your doorstep could come with an environmental cost. And in this age of the internet, some are wondering, are they worth printing at all? Asking questions, getting answers. Dennis Shanahan joining us live with this phone book discussion. Dennis?
Well, Sam and Pal,
Because we needed a phone book discussion.
Yeah, let's get a round table going. Fuck.
We need a phone book discussion.
Wow, I hope you're taking calls on this subject, you fucking nitwits.
A phone book discussion.
I still need my phone book because I want to see what you could do in Gurney.
Gurney.
Discussion, Dennis?
Well, Sam and Palace, the good news is these books showing up on doorsteps all over Sacramento right now are 100% recyclable.
And now we're going to go to
so if you don't plan to...
Officer Kenny, well, they're very good when questioning a shine because you put it against his head and it doesn't leave marks.
That's also.
up on doorsteps all over Sacramento right now are 100% recyclable. So if you don't plan to use it, you can give it a chance at a second life in a recycle bin. But everybody gets these books every year, whether you want them or not, and it looks like that is not about to change.
So the phone books are recyclable? Aren't they fucking paper?
They're fucking paper.
Weren't they always recyclable? If I buried a phone book, a fucking week later it would be gone in 1972, wouldn't it? What's the fucking point here, you jackoffs? What are you, phone books made of vinyl in Sacramento? Yeah, we switched from leather to fucking paper phone books. We found the ones made of cement weren't disappearing. It's fucking paper from a tree, you dumb twat.
Well, they want to save the trees, I guess.
Oh, your carbon footprint, if I hear that again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. How big is your carbon footprint?
I'm a white guy. It's very small.
It happens every year at this time. The March of the AT&T phone books. The company prints 1 million of them for Sacramento alone, one copy for every home and business. But we asked around, who still uses these books?
People don't use the internet, I guess.
My mom uses them, but
people stuck in toilet seats
on the computers.
Directory is still really a big part of our business.
Vanessa Smith from AT&T in Sacramento says the company has no plans to phase out or even scale back phone book distribution.
Our advertisers still find that it's a great way to increase their business. They get a lot of referrals from the Yellow Pages.
The company urges people to recycle their old copies.
Oh my God, they're still talking about this story?
We should let it go.
It's going to go right.
Holy shit, they're still talking about this?
They're living fucking life at a breakneck pace in Sacramento, huh? Holy shit.
I was just checking my email. They're still talking about this, right?
We're going to do 20 minutes on pamphlets tomorrow night. Join us.
A round table discussion on pamphlets.
Yes, we're having a discussion
this
on phone
paper
books.
thing that we are discussing is
Friday night.
taking off. We got to find more paper products to talk about. Fucking idiots.
Friday night calendars.
Flyers, the work of the Jews.
Dude, I would rather watch the local news than any sitcom that's on TV.
Oh, absolutely.
I laugh my ass off every fucking day.
In L.A., they have to close with a fucking story about an animal
Every
just
night.
to make you feel good. They'll go from a story, 12 kids died in that fire. Now here's the story about the kitten who dialed 911.
Right.
Which is fucking outright
Because some
lie.
dope told them, you got to end with something
Yes.
nice. After all the
That's-
horrific
yes.
shit they just showed you.
It's the same
Yeah.
mentality like in a movie when they show an animal get thrown off a bridge. They have to show it pop up and walk away.
Yeah.
Why? You just fucking defeated the purpose.
Oh, by the way, there is more.
This is where many of them go. The Sacramento Recycling and Transfer Station, where the remains of the old books are sorted and compacted. Oh, hey, you want to order a pizza? There's no way to tell exactly how many get recycled, but we do know that last year, Sacramento elementary schools collected 45,000 of the old books as part of an annual incentive program from AT&T and the city.
And they will get credit for those books in terms of money for their supplies. If you don't want to take it to the school, you can always put it in your blue recycling bin, and it'll get to the same place.
Now, there is a 1-800 number on the cover of every phone book where you can...
Are they still talking about this?
Yeah.
What happened?
I think
You
it was a
can-
2-hour documentary.
You can drill a hole in it and fill it with warm butter and fuck it.
Many uses for phone books, right?
Yes.
Warm butter. Paint a baby face on it and throw it in a dumpster. All right.
We get
It's a
it.
phone book.
Yeah, don't teach the kids math and English. Have them fucking...
It's not radioactive waste. It's a fucking phone book.
Ridiculous that they're still talking about this.
When's
Get it.
California going to
It's
go
a
away?
big waste.
Cover of every phone book where you can get information about where to recycle the books, but Here's an interesting statistic. For one ton of these, to produce 1 ton of these takes 7,000 gallons of water and 4,000 kilowatts of electricity. That's according to the City of Sacramento Waste Services. So there is.
Let me just soak in.
This goes longer, Jimmy.
Wait, that's so interesting.
1,000 gallons of water.
It uses 7.
Jimmy, wake up. You nodded off.
Jimmy, what happened?
I was just listening to that interesting fact.
And what was it? What did you learn?
There's something about there's kilotons in the whole.
So it's how much? How much electricity? I didn't pass the test.
I don't know how many of those you have to pile on top of your dick to flatten it completely. How many phone books on your cock make it go flat like a hammerhead shark? That's the question I want to. Where's Arnold Diaz? Where's that fucking mustachioed PR? Shame on you!
That guy with that fucking porno mustache and a chemo hairdo. Guy looks like he's got 2 white cells left. Fucking, we found the lady who got ripped off by Verizon. Let's take a look. Show up at my door. I'll kick you right in the nuts. You fucking half a girl, you.
He really is a fucking hall monitor cunt.
Yeah, exactly. Should have a fucking armband on. Fucking. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on your skin. You look like James Woods' ball sack. Put on some foundation and a hat before you do the next story.
We hate those fucking guys.
Shame, shame, shame.
Why don't they get beat up?
When we finally I'm sorry,
go ahead. I got nothing to say.
They just did shame on you stories, but it was all interracial couples.
They bring their parents over. Shame on you.
Just a big lily white finger pointing at the naughty blonde. Oh, fuck. She married a sanitation worker. Shame on you.
They find the families with the Down syndrome child.
But it's God's hand pointing at them.
Shame
on you. Shame on you, and you're pointing at the womb.
Pointing at the sonogram. Big fucking head in there.
Oh, my God.
He shows up and they're throwing a clothes basket over the kid's head.
Be funny. You only did shame on you. You only focus on rape victims. Shame on you.
Jimmy!
Sonogram looks like a puff and stuff character.
I thought it was shame on Jews. That's what I thought it was all these years. They're always ripping us off.
Oh, shit.
Shame on Jews.
All right, more about the phone books.
Interesting statistic. For 1 ton of these, to produce 1 ton of these takes 7,000 gallons of water and 4,000 kilowatts of electricity. That's according to the City of Sacramento Waste Services. So there is definitely an environmental aspect to all of these, but the advertisers say they're profitable. And a lot of people we spoke with said they just like thumbing through the book instead of clicking on the computer.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Is it worth the cost? I guess they'll determine that.
And then you get the weird
well,
exactly.
do they really? Is it something that we actually would do? Is it?
I want to know how many phone books you can roll up like a newspaper and fit in her vag. Are you a 3 phone booker? Fucking.
It's all fucking. I'll tell you who uses phone books. Old people.
And comedians on the road.
Oh really? Yeah.
Looking for whorehouses.
Escorts.
I don't bring my laptop.
I used to always, yeah.
Really? The phone book?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Did you go out to the phone booth with that little hinged thing?
You're like, yes, on Maple Street Ave in Gurney.
Gurney.
Right here in Gurney.
I'm going to need to go to Gurney.
Holy shit, is that funny?
I'm looking
Babe,
for
the big blue ox.
That
You're
is
in
news,
Gurney.
though, in California. They actually believe in all that shit.
Who came up with Slow News Day? The bit Slow News Day.
Danny.
Yeah, keep that one going,
another
bro.
one out of the park.
We want another installment of Slow News Day. Wow, is that fucking funny shit? Hey, is Big A coming in tomorrow? I think he's coming in tomorrow or Friday. Well, tomorrow is Friday.
We don't know.
We don't know? Trying to get Big A in here. We're going to give his tongue a nice scraping.
That's disgusting. His breath is horrific.
Who's Big A? Do I know him?
You'd know him if you said
he's picture up of Big A.
That guy
from ONARadio.com.
He can't say words that start with ST.
Is Big
He
A
goes
listening?
like,
Have him call the show.
You had a kid in there doing some gross shit the last time I was here over there, and his girlfriend was watching on the bleachers. Who the fuck was that big?
This is Big
buck?
A, Nick.
All right.
For your
Big
viewing
galoot.
pleasure.
Andrew, he's a big sweetie. He's a
We
big.
love Andrew. We really do.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
He's got a mouth under his mouth. Look at that. Holy
He accidentally
shit.
feeds a whole meal into his chin.
He's got like 11 breadsticks in the Olive Garden tucked into his second chin.
He had a huge tumor removed from his neck. You would think.
Are you serious?
Did he? Yes.
What, do you have it replaced with a tumor?
He traded to
Sorry,
He looks
Big
like a fucking eagle who hasn't shit in about a week.
He's actually a male nurse. He was known as the infant biter.
That does look like one of those
He should be
wanted
famous.
posters. Yeah.
Yeah, he.
That's like for just the most awful type of rape. That's what it looks like.
Chin rape. This man was seen.
We're gonna scrape his tongue though. Nick, you do that that tongue scraping stuff?
Not since I quit gay sex. No. What is it? How does that work?
They sell these little spoon contraptions, and you
Yeah.
just scrape your tongue.
What am I looking for
Keeps the
exactly?
bad breath away. And what comes up, what collects on the spoon is quite interesting. Yellowish, greenish.
I brush my tongue.
A bit of brown in there. And
Bit
we're,
of-
gonna, and we're gonna have someone swallow the contents.
No, you're not.
Hell yeah!
You
bro.
gotta be shitting me.
Or at the very least, maybe do another mustache. Oh, we got Big A? Big A! Big A, what's up?
Nothing much. How's everybody?
We're good, Big A. We really want you to come in for that tongue scraping.
Sound like his doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really need you to come in for the tongue scraping.
We're gonna try coming tomorrow. I haven't found out if I can take off yet, but
Does he have a tongue?
Yeah, we're gonna get a garden hoe actually to get at that tongue. Big A.
That's fucking gross.
I know it's demeaning, but we really need you for another bit. We want to, scrape your tongue, and then we might make mustaches or something with the goop. Look at Jimmy. Look at Jimmy.
Oh my God.
Look at Jimmy.
The goop.
The goop.
Should put them in those little tartar sauce containers. Put them next to a sandwich.
Are you in, Big A?
Sandwich.
yes, I am.
All right, so you're gonna scrape. Now the thing is, don't try to gussy yourself up by brushing your teeth or doing anything like that. You gotta just come in like you would normally come in.
What, you expect them to buy a toothbrush between now and tomorrow?
I don't like all this knocking of Big A.
Oh, I'm sorry, Big A. I
oh.
forgot you were still on the phone.
And also, I listen to the program also, Opie.
What happened?
I also listen to the program also.
Oh, he was listening to the whole show.
Oh, okay.
Called it a program.
Program.
Well, what are you going to do later?
Year
Watch
is
Mike
this?
Douglas?
I'm going to watch my stories. You all right, Big A?
Is he all right this
You all
time?
right?
Big A, what's up today?
Yeah,
All right.
a little tired.
You don't sound it. You're sounding like you're full of piss and vinegar or whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Hey, Big A, what's pissing you off today?
The fact he has to have his tongue straight next week.
Nothing, man. I'm just tired.
No, but this life thing is tough. Like everyone has something that pisses them off. What's your thing today? What's annoying the hell out of you?
Turtleneck.
Traffic.
Traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you driving?
Yes. And traffic pissed me off.
Traffic. Huh?
Where are you right now?
Well, I'm back in the Bronx right now. I was in Manhattan before.
And you're in the Bronx, and the traffic is what's bothering you.
Do people bother you in the Bronx?
Nobody bothers me.
No. Yeah, it's probably like bad luck.
Right. Yeah.
Don't fuck with them, man.
They always know
fuck
that.
with 'em.
You don't pester a stegosaurus.
All right, Big A, we're gonna get you in here tomorrow, right? Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I'll call.
How's the eyebrows? Are they growing in yet?
Not really.
Yeah, we shaved his eyebrows because
You know, eyebrows. Eyebrows do have this weird thing where it's not like the hair on your head. Sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't grow back.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just don't grow back.
Yeah.
You can draw them in, though.
Yeah, pencil them in.
Brick
That'll look
red
great.
Crayola crayon.
Actually use something water soluble and carry around the marker and a washcloth so you could change your emotions really quickly. Like, I'm so mad.
Dude, let's do that tomorrow.
We'll do.
A
Okay.
fucking Sharpie and a roll of Bounty.
Here's tomorrow's bit. This, since we got back from vacation, it's all about bits every day. Tomorrow's bit is eyebrow fun with Big A.
Yeah. It'll be like that game with the magnetized. He almost looks like that guy.
Right.
The magnetic dust.
Yeah.
And the metal dust, and you got to kind of arrange hair and a mustache and fucking eyebrows.
Yeah. Let's have a let's have a competition to see who can come up with the best eyebrows for Big A. We'll pencil them in.
Okay.
Eyebrow fun with Big A on
Nice.
the Dopey and Anthony show.
I want to make Mr. Spock eyebrows on him. Just those pointy ones.
Yeah.
And then I want to put like how about like the old Joan Crawford ones? Tina! Big arches.
I hate when these fuckers are on to us. Bobby D from Brockton. Come on, Opie. Keep reaching. It's not quite 11 yet. Look, we're trying.
Hey, motherfucker.
We gave you 4.5 solid hours of radio today.
Yeah. Deal with it.
All right, Big A, we'll see you soon, okay?
Yeah, definitely over.
Bye-bye, Andrew.
Bye-bye.
Where do you find a guy like Big A?
It was the oddest thing. We were doing the Jurassic Park.
Exactly. Front of the Museum of Natural Science. Leaning against a wall.
On the business end of a dead prostitute.
Oh, fuck, Jimmy. Great line, and it reminded me of something. They did our bit on TV.
What?
I actually read it on Whackbag. I had no idea. Could you get Whackbag up? They did the dead hooker bit.
What
Nick, one of our favorite bits to do is the dead hooker bit, where like a businessman, he goes on the road, hasn't had sex with his wife in a long time, figures he could get away with one. We're talking about the guy that's deciding, I'm going to just get away with one.
Yeah, Elliot Spitzer.
Hires up a hooker, she comes to the hotel, and something horrific happens, and now the hooker's dead, and the phone's ringing, it's the wife giving you the update on the kids, and you're trying to figure out how to get rid of the dead hooker.
There's a dead hooker right there. And it's like, oh.
They did that on American Idol. They stole your...
But they fucking... What's the bit,
Who
man?
stole it
Help
from
me
you?
out. Not that it was stolen, but was it CSI or something?
Law and Order, Criminal Intent.
Oh,
They
criminal
did.
intent.
Ripped from the headlines, right?
And was he like talking on the phone with his wife while the dead hooker was laying there?
Sitting on the dead hooker.
That's
Couch.
yes.
But dude, then we're
Dick
like...
still in the dead hooker. Yeah, honey, I'll be home.
I got to call you back.
And then we went further with the bit. I mean, this bit took all day, but then all of a sudden the guy is wearing like a bunny suit because that's his fetish, but he's got the head off the bunny suit as he's crying, and the hooker's dead on the floor.
Why is he crying?
Because he's just thinking his career is shot.
His career,
he's like a
his
professional
family
guy.
life. How does he tell his wife?
So then he
phone's
starts
ringing.
getting these harebrained schemes of how he can get rid of the hooker.
So he's just sawing
So
her
he's
in half.
sawing her in the bathtub and crying because this is horrific to him. He's just a business guy who wanted to get fucked, and there he is sawing her legs off and crying, and just disgusting things are happening because he doesn't really know how to do it. Her intestines are falling out, and he's just
gotta say
full
hi
of
to the
blood.
kids.
Yeah, he's leaving evidence everywhere, and he's trying to he's doing things out of order. Like the body's laying there just mutilated, and he gets like blood handprint on the wall, and he's rubbing it off already, but there's blood everywhere.
And
He's
his
just
wife's like, say hi to Tommy. He got an A in French.
Yeah.
Tommy, how you doing, Daddy? You'll be home soon.
He's crying, just blood.
He knows the blood is seeping through the floor. He's wondering if it's dripping into the next room.
Blood everywhere.
We're trying to sell this to Comedy Central, by the way.
Everywhere. Why not?
Yeah, we got a great idea, and we need someone to listen to us. I think they animated this bit as well. But what was the Law and Order episode about? It was kind of similar.
According to this gentleman, Mayor Menino on Whackbag, the poor bastard at the beginning of the show meets up with a hooker, and in the morning wakes up and she's dead, and there's a picture of him lying next to her dead.
Wait, picture of him lying next to her.
Dead.
Okay.
And
Well,
then
good
he's-
thing this was with us, Senator.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what
That's
happened.
pretty much it.
It'll be like, she's got no one.
Yeah. She's got no one. Don't worry, we'll take
family.
care of it.
She's got no one.
Like never happened.
Oh, dude, our scenario just keeps going and going. Oh, man, just going. The maid is knocking on the door, and you know you only have a certain amount of time to try to figure out how to get the remains.
What am I
Got the do not disturb on that goddamn thing for a week.
Yes, Mr. Robertson, you're checking out today. I'll need the room a little. Can I have a late check out? I need a late checkout.
The cell phone is vibrating on the fucking.
I need a late checkout.
The fucking car service is beeping in front of the hotel.
Yes.
Oh,
trying to shove the body into your suitcase. Hoping you can carry 120 pounds.
Oh, God, what's that? Oh, God.
Are you checking anything today? The girl's foot is sticking up. You put it up on that fucking conveyor belt. You see the fucking fat ankle with a pump on it.
But the beauty of the bit is the guy's like, he turned 40, 50. He's like, one time I want to.
Just going to do it. One time he's going
to.
He thought about it for so fucking long, and any other day it would have been fine. He picked the wrong day, the wrong hooker. Loving wife, everything.
And it almost has nothing to do with him. She just OD'd.
Well, yeah,
sure.
She had like fucking blocked artery.
Yeah,
some diabetes. Had nothing to do with him fucking.
Died. He didn't do anything, but he panics because. Hey, what's he going to do? He's got a wife and kid.
Exactly.
So he's got to cut her up and then try to get her out of the hotel.
It's like one of those dreams. You have a dream like that, and you
it just gets
real until
it gets worse and worse.
Like, oh, thank God.
Blood everywhere. It's got to be. And he's trying to cut her up and clean the blood up at the same time.
Someone is reminding us, because we go back to this bit, because we're trying to like perfect it into the perfect bit. They're reminding us that not only is he wearing the bunny suit, it's bloody. There's blood all over the bunny suit.
Oh, yeah, the bunny, where it gets kinky, and he figured he'd try out some kink. So he puts on a bunny suit, and the bunny suit's just covered in blood.
Someone is calling us hacks. Chris from work. He says, you're a bunch of hacks. 1998 movie called Very Bad Things was exactly your hooker scenario. No clue.
Was it?
No idea.
Never
What was it called?
Very Bad
A movie
Things?
called Very Bad Things?
Oh, that's right, with De Niro. I should have known.
Was it?
Seriously?
No.
Oh, okay. Danny?
It's with Christian Slater and...
I don't get Encore.
It's a guy's bachelor party, and he's fucking the hooker. And kills her completely by accident.
In
it wasn't
the
like,
bathroom?
it wasn't like this murderous
okay, I
thing.
remember that. Yeah, okay.
He goes to like put her up against the wall.
Yeah, but there was a bunch of guys involved.
But only one of them was fucking her. Like he was the only one that had the balls to go and fuck her.
Yeah, but didn't they all get involved in the disposal of her body?
Yeah, because they panicked.
See, this is one guy, and he doesn't know what the fuck to do, and he's married, and come on, cut us some slack. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I would,
You guys are fucking ripping people off.
Yeah, we're horrid.
Tom in Cleveland. Hey, Hope, can you give our new side a mention on the air? We would love to get more members. We are the guys that keep attacking the Maxwell Show. We have a new surprise for Fat Boy. They're still going at it.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I
It
love
doesn't stop. Just keep going on them. Not funny.
The onavirus.com, is that a site that is being cool to us or what?
I don't know.
Who knows these days? I
do
read
some
one
recon.
website, and the news broke. It was a press release that we're doing a pilot for Comedy Central, and like the first 20 posts were them making fun
That
of the
we
fact
already suck.
that we're doing a show for Comedy Central. It's like, and
What?
you call yourselves a fan site? What?
Uh,
I don't get it.
Well,
I don't get it.
Fuckers.
But the Maxwell stuff is still going strong, Jimmy.
Not funny.
You'd be proud of the
Fat
boys.
Jewish
Of course.
guy. Not
I think they're posting pamphlets all over Cleveland now. I mean, they're just going all out.
This one guy, he's like, I think his name is Psychotic on MySpace. He sent me some cool ones, links. Fucking, this kid's organized. I listen to audio, eat a bullet mentions. They just fucking won't stop bothering this fucking asshole cunt guy in Cleveland. And they should keep bothering him. He's a cunt.
He really is. All
Didn't
right.
you guys like blow up his? You sent so many.
Oh, yeah, his MySpace.
yeah.
And all
Yeah.
that. All right, we'll give the onavirus.com a little plug today, see what they're all about. Just want the websites to be about the show. And
Yeah, it don't even bother.
Go to
Impossible.
MySpace.com, Jim Norton. It's the best message
Oh.
board.
really?
Yeah, there's like, what I do is all new friends I send $10 in cash to.
You do not.
I do it a crispy 10.
Do not.
And also, I want to acknowledge RadioGoldFans.com because they got their 10th member overnight. So congratulations to those guys. They're doing wonderful. Time for line of the day. Nick, I imagine you're going to have a few in here, my friend.
I wouldn't bet on it. I'm fucking exhausted today. I got nothing.
Nick's going to have a bunch.
Definitely had something.
I'm gonna do this now. This is my new bit. Nick's gonna have a bunch. Anthony's gonna have line of the day. It's brought to you by Bodog Fantasy
I'll have
Sports.
one.
Oh, Norton had
Jimmy,
a ton.
you got.
I'll have one.
You got the runner-up, I believe.
Jimmy.
It was a doozy. But Ant had one that I would be very surprised.
Really?
Line of the day.
Competitions make me nervous.
I know.
me
I'm
too.
still like 6 runner-ups.
Bodog Fantasy Sports.net. If you're a fantasy baseball player, then make sure to log on to Bodog to get the edge this year. It's free, and they offer public and private leagues and a variety of ways to play. Fastest growing fantasy experience in the country, Bodog Fantasy Sports.net.
Play one.
Okay.
She married a sanitation worker. Shame.
Shame on you.
They find the families with the Down syndrome child.
But it's
whoa, hey, there's a nice little surprise.
Downs always seems to get into the line of the day.
I know that was easy.
Whether it's the Mo haircut, the big tongue.
Hey, Frank from Manhattan, O&A, you're forgetting his failed attempt to flush the bunny suit down the toilet while the dead hooker stares mockingly from the tub.
That's a good one. It's a nice visual.
The bloody overflow of
We
the
forgot.
toilet.
Yeah, the dead eyes. The dead eyes are just staring at you.
Oh, God.
Hey, what did I miss?
Do you cut the head off first and then put it somewhere so it's just looking at you? And then he gets all upset and turns it around toward the wall.
yeah. Or he puts a face cloth over it.
You put it in your ice bucket and put it out in the hallway.
Leave it for room service.
Yeah, just
housekeeping.
Just the dead eyes, just with that dead stare. I was just trying to figure out what the fuck to do next.
Next are a couple Parker rolls.
All right, here's another runner-up line of the day.
They are big and they are yellow, but apparently they are not very green.
The free
The
phone
Asian
books that you get.
In Gurney.
She slammed the limo door on her own fucking pink sock
Her
asshole.
pink sock and dragged it like a jacket sleeve hanging out someone's fucking car door.
And she jumped and went, ow, it pinches.
Pink sleeve.
I think these guys decide to do line of the day starting at 10 o'clock.
I think so, too. It's the last few minutes.
Very suspicious in how they put this together.
That's it.
Here's another runner-up line of the day.
Really? I mean,
Jimmy's
it was quite brilliant, but
his pillowcase is like 51 flavors.
Nick DiPaolo, Caroline's tonight, right here in New York City. You will not be disappointed, my friends.
And go to nickdip.com, could you? I don't know why, but just go. It's a brand new site. I spent a ton of money on it.
Blog TV, right?
Blog TV, too. April 1st at 4 o'clock and April 2nd at 9 p.m.
So what, you just talking to a camera?
Yeah. And if you have, if you have a webcam, I click on you. You're my co-host. It's a fucking blast, actually.
That's kind of cool.
You know, it is. It's really cool, man. And, you know, what else? That's it. Caroline's tonight's a big one, 8 p.m. Come on out, folks. We're going to do Jägermeister shots, and it'll be terrific. I'm selling Dave Chappelle CDs after the show.
Yeah, there you go.
You know.
G-Man from Charlotte, North Carolina writes, the old man leaves the room, back to the hooker thing, sees a happy family on a family vacation by the pool, reminding him of his happy family,
His family.
that he'll never see again.
That's good.
I don't know why, but we love that fucking scenario.
It just paints, it's such tragedy
Right.
and so much trouble. Like he's in so much trouble. So you got to get so many details in there so you can really appreciate the character.
And just the stress you would feel just attempting to make it all go away. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You know it can't just disappear.
Right.
And you're not even worried at that point about going to jail. It's your fucking wife.
Yeah, you're thinking
who you're
about
really
the
shitting
wife.
about. She's going to rip your nuts off. You don't care about going to jail the rest of your life. It's
Right.
a cranky bitch.
Imagine you do get away with it, but you leave like one dumb thing behind, a stupid like fake fingernail or something.
Something would get him,
Just
yeah. Because he's not experienced. He can't clean up fucking evidence. The guy's an idiot. He's just trying to get a fucking hooker one night.
You sneak out at like 3 in the morning down to the lobby and you try to put her head in the fireplace. They have a fake fireplace. You got it in an ice bucket. You got the lid on the...
They totally catch him like William H. Macy in Fargo.
Right.
Okay, be right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 1 minute.
Yeah.
And then they bust in. He's trying to get out the window. No!
no. He hears his kid upstairs or something, right? And
and he's doing that.
It's over.
Oh, his fucking father-in-law's dead in the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have the money. He doesn't have his wife. And he's just like, yeah, okay. Nah, I think I'm going to go to bed.
Well, the first thing you do is call your wife, try to stay calm, and go, I have to stay another day in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Or wherever.
Yeah.
Columbus.
They added a Sunday night show.
Right. Right. And go, all right, now I got 24 more hours to figure this fucking thing out.
You're on the rooftop of the hotel like De Niro in Godfather 2. You got 19 pieces. You put them down. Fucking
down vent pipes.
Down pipes, toilet pipes. And
I'm glad Nick is here to help us with our scenario.
You just spend the first, couple of hours on the side of the bed crying, not wanting to touch the dead body that's under the sheets.
Yeah, the panic.
I think I would start just cutting the hair and flushing the toilet. Just see how much stuff I can flush down the toilet. That would be my first move.
Hair.
Whatever.
Oh, that's a good one. Thanks. Just yelling blameful things at the corpse. You're just yelling at, why? You should have said you couldn't breathe. What happened? You ruined my fucking life. You ruined my fucking life.
Because no one's going to look for a hooker. So
you bitch.
The beauty of this is no one's going to look for the hooker. So all your job is to make this disappear. Every body piece.
But it's one of those motel type hotels too. It's like a seedy thing. So you can't just carry it out. Once you're out, you're in the parking lot.
Yeah, but the pimp doesn't want to be involved. He's like, "Fuck, I just lost."
No, so
one.
what do you do with the body parts? What was this?
I told
son
you,
of a bitch
flush
gonna do?
as much as you can down the. You
don't have to cut it up into chunks like Dinty Moore stew.
But you start that way. But as soon as you decide to cut a finger off and flush that, now the bleeding starts.
Or you know what else is good? You have a lot of blood, and then you try something too big, and it gets stuck and backs up the toilet, and bloody water just overflows.
So now you need to find a mop.
Now you don't have a plunger, and no part of her hand is jammed in the toilet.
Hi, this is Mr. DePaulo in 301. Is this the front desk? Yeah. Do you guys have a Cuisinart or a food processor?
Yeah.
And a couple blenders.
These fucking guys get it too. Flying standby from Virginia. The guy's first reaction is to put the do not disturb tag on the outside of the door, thinking that will buy him some more time.
That's fine. And leaves bloody fingerprints on there because he thinks of it later.
You try to get body parts past the front desk.
You have to try to get the body parts outside.
Without sweating your balls off, just going outside, just going for some lunch.
Yeah, you wait till late at night and you throw her over your shoulder and you bring her out, prop her up in a lawn chair next to the pool and get the fuck out of there.
He thinks of that after she's already all cut up.
Now you gotta sew her back together.
Yeah, he's got this great idea, but she's all fucking cut up now.
Now he's trying to put her back together.
Oh, shit.
Fucking A, man.
I love this guy.
Another run-off line of the day.
Oh,
a lot of muscle to hold that head up there that high, I guess.
It's not a big head, though.
No, a little stupid head with those dumb little antennas.
Yeah.
What the hell are those horns on their head all about?
Know. Their hats don't fall off.
I was laughing on the way in.
So that their fedoras don't slip off because their hooves can't pick them up.
The idea.
That's a great visual.
Fucking giraffe in a fedora with his little horns holding it on is
that
fantastic.
might be
great visual.
That might be a Coke Logic animation right there. Details on our animation festival coming very soon. We're almost ready to give you all the details. Jimmy, I interrupted.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
I was just looking at his fedora and looking at his hooves and going, fuck. Once it happens, it's unfixable.
It fell off. Another giraffe walks by with his fedora and kind of chuckles at him.
Yeah. That's what happens when you try to pick up some grass.
Fucking fedora on a giraffe.
Fedora. And not even just a regular old hat.
No kidding. What else?
What do we got? Line of the day?
Runner-up line of the day.
I straddled Nancy Reagan's chest and titty fucked her until they both fell off. Ronald Reagan put his colon on my mouth and I ate it out. I scalp fucked John F. Kennedy in Dallas in the early 60s.
Just a fag zealot.
Zeltwink.
God, we should have played What Did We Learn on the Opie and Anthony show today.
This is all in the last hour.
Very, very informational. Well, and then people will go on a message board and say that we call it in over here.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That's
bullshit.
Obviously we
It's
did.
like McNeil Lair over here.
Extremely obvious. Nick, thank you so much.
Guys, you're the best. You're very generous
Thank you,
having
Nick.
me in here so much, and I appreciate it.
Great addition to the program.
Absolutely.
Really is.
Come to Caroline's, folks, if you live in the tri-state area.
Yeah.
Tonight, 8 p.m.
This would be a little awkward, but trying to find someone to fill in for Jimmy, but I'm not sure if we have the dude. See, Nick Nick would have been perfect.
Yeah.
What are you doing tomorrow, Nick? Want to be on standby?
Tomorrow's Friday? What's
Steve,
today? Yeah,
Steve,
I'm
who's
around.
filling in for Jimmy?
I'm around if you need me.
Rich is definitely? All right, tell Rich to stay home. Hey, we have Pal Talk cameras, Nick.
I'm kidding. I fucking love you. You're talking about Rich Francesi, right?
Just want to let you know.
That's Voss.
I like Voss. He's fun.
Oh, Voss is going to be so disappointed.
He's clicked down.
Well, he's been
another
on here
notch.
enough. Come on, I'm playing catch up here.
I say we have a little another day with Nick tomorrow. Maybe.
I don't want to cause any hurt feelings.
How about we do this? We make Voss get up nice and early. Nick, you sleep in. When you roll out of bed, you come in.
Oh, tag team.
Why not? It's Friday.
As long as he's cleared the building.
All right, we'll figure that out. We got to do line of the day. BowDogFantasySports.net. Check that out. Line of the day. Here comes line of the day. Line of the day. Where did it all go wrong for you, Nick?
I don't know that it has hope.
What sense?
Brown versus Board of Education.
Oh, Norton said that.
I want to kiss more guys.
Oh,
Sam, enough about the guys.
Sam. Get
Holy
outta
shit,
here.
Jimmy, I apologize. I thought that was going to be runner-up line of the day, and I thought Ant was going to get it with the Oscar De La Hoya thing.
What was your De La Hoya line?
That fucking...
with the gloves. When he was talking about wearing the heavyweight gloves, and I
that was
go,
very funny.
Oscar De La Hoya was wearing a little black number up to the elbow.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
I don't know. I think some of those.
It's all right.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah, no.
I
don't know.
I think some of those were a bit.
And we made it to 11!
All right.
Yeah!
Let's go to Gurney and get a beer.
We got to get out of here.
I got a
Jimmy
plane to
is hitting
catch.
the road.
Seattle, the Moore Theater. I'm there Friday night, and then
Don't
I'm
bring
in
that up now.
Portland. I'm not sure where.
Seattle?
Yes, Seattle.
You're going to Seattle?
I am, and I'm then taking a train to Portland, and I will be. I forget the name of the theater in Portland.
Theater.
Oh, the Newmark Theater in Portland, Oregon.
Hey,
I know everything.
I did an Opie word today, too. Informational.
Informational?
Yeah.
All right.
People understood what
Mark
it
that
meant.
down.
Daddy has
Chris
to
S.
tinkle. I'll see you guys.
All right.
See you Monday.
Break a leg there, big
Take
boy.
me, Jimmy.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Kenny. Take it easy, Kenny.
Have a nice weekend.
You too, Kenny. Look at him. He's just
love
giant
Ken.
and stupid.
Monster.
He really is. With very dry hair.
Realize how big those other guys were, the posse were.
Oh, my God. Giants.
Fuck.
You think they're his guys or you think they're the WWE guys?
Oh, that's a good question, too.
I think they're...
Those are his.
Yeah.
How do you know?
You could just tell.
How do you know,
You
Steve?
could tell
Because
in
I
the
was
eyes.
talking to the guy from the WWE who told me that he's got a nine
He
guy
would-
on.
but he would tell you, he would say that to keep the gimmick going.
I don't think
You
so.
don't
This
think
was-
they're professional
that's true,
wrestlers or guys that want to be wrestlers? They're giant guys
I think boxing.
that they hired.
I
and-
think he can afford to have an entourage of 8 guys following him around.
But they're going to be in the ring doing all these things. Wouldn't it be more convenient if he had that entourage? I don't. Steve, whenever Steve says it's real, it's fake. Whenever he says it's fake, it's real. True is false. False is true. You're like one of those fucking things that screw up every machine on Star Trek. If it's logical, then it is illogical to think it's logical, and then it smokes, and Kirk fucks a green woman.
Turn off the lights when you guys are done.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, take care of it.
I'm done. I have to get out of here. I have very important business
Thanks, Nick.
at the homestead.
Fellas, thank you so much.
We don't do professional radio endings anymore. We just
No, we just kind of let it
That would be
fucking
hacky.
peter out.
Yeah, just put your coat on and leave.
Yeah, that's the fucking
Yeah.
hip way to do it. It's like showing up late for a party. It's very... You know what the fuck that meant.
All right,
Get out of here
Ron
before I hurt my
Fez,
career.
I've been holding a piss since fucking 4 o'clock this month.
Push that button.
I want to kiss more guys.
Opie and Anthony are the latest shock jocks to hit it big.
Goddamn!
They are heavily into one thing.
Boobies. Boobies.
Yes.
One of you, I don't know which one, said, then you can pull out your business.
It's junk.
We're artists. You present it as innocent, but I'm not so sure it is.
Screw you.
We're artists. Is there anything you won't do for ratings?
We are publicity whore bags. Publicity sluts.
We're artists. This is all about money. That's what it comes down to. But you're mercenaries. I mean, aren't you mercenaries?
We're radio mercenaries, dickhead.
We're artists. We're entertainers. We're not psychologists. We're not doctors. We're not daycare workers. We're artists, so it's all on the parents, none on you. None on us. We're artists. None on us.
I'm scared.